Ah, it is I. It is not your speakers. No, it is me. There was no sound. But yeah, guys, today it's going to be, starting off a Haggard tournament format with a terrible introduction is always great. So today we're doing an FFA tournament. I did test the format with the 4 players before, so there's very little lag. It doesn't seem like it's that bad, but we'll give it a try. It's a format I actually really love. I think it's fun and makes for some really ridiculous situations, so we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Oh no, Mr. Pig, don't leave us. Don't leave us. Yeah, so we have 4 players. We have Aerocrastic, Falcon, Black Phillip, and Poison Ducky, and they're going to be playing an FFA tournament. So how it's going to work, the basic rules, we're just using ladder caps for army picks, so they can't pick like 15 Vargulfs and run circles around the map, but it's going to be the first to 3 wins. So the first individual to get 3 wins is going to be winning the tournament, which is kind of fun because it adds that Game of Thrones-esque intrigue, right? In that if one player is up 2 games, the other players can all go for them in the next match and like try and take them down a peg, which I think is really fun. So there's like going to be some politics, some scheming, and yeah, we're going to try this out. Yeah, Wookie got your like? Hell yeah, dude. So that's what we're all about here. So let's go ahead and join the lobby. Oh my god, they're all playing sub-factions. Oh god. Oh, change the map. Okay, that's fine. They want the map changed. We'll do Lost Temple. Map set. All right, perfect. I know. Life is good, man. 2 days in a row we're streaming. No more games. So these are the players, like I said. Rules are pretty basic. We went over those for a quick moment. And yeah, the reason why I have all... The light bulb in my room went out, so I have no lights in here. And if I open my back window, it like is this like orange, like ashen sky. Like, and the windows don't fully close. So like I keep that screen closed to keep like the ash from getting into the room here. So yeah. It's going to be a fun format. I'm pretty excited, actually. We haven't had an FFA tournament in quite some time, so now we'll go to the local recording. We can actually turn off the wolf. The condom wolf is not necessary anymore. He did his job yesterday, and we can turn off all the King of the Hill stuff. I am, of course, very forgetful. Oh, where's that? Where's that thing? Oh, yes, the score. Perfect. Yeah, FFA time. So you can see the factions the players are going to be picking. We have the bonus first bred, aka Poison Ducky. He's going to be playing the Krokar sub-faction. The Defenders of the Old Ones. Or what are they called again? I always forget them. We have the Barrel Legion for Black Phillip. Aerocrastic's going to be playing Middenheim. And Falcon is going to be playing Bretonia. Or more specifically, Alberic sub-faction of Borderlow. I think that's what that is. Yes, the Master of Jank is here. It is I. FFA stands for Free for All. Blade Runner Turin, dude. The new Blade Runner movie actually wasn't bad. I mean, obviously the old one is much more solid in my opinion, but they're both good. And welcome everyone to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I know YouTube was giving me some grief today. A lot of people messaged me, or didn't message me directly, but I asked a lot of people. Apparently notifications didn't go out for my video this morning, so hopefully some of you guys got them at least. It's Last Defenders, that's what I thought. But yeah, so hopefully people will get the notification for the stream. Who knows? YouTube is a fickle beast. Archeon, I know the end times are raining down here in California. It's quite absurd. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. We got Aerocrastic and Falcon and Black Phillip and Bonus First Bread. I love that name so much. If anybody has a Bonus First Bread, it's certainly me. I can eat loaves and loaves of sourdough bread. Yeah. So, you know, the armies probably will be a little bit memey in some respects. There is a cash prize for today's tournament. It's not big, but there is some incentive to try and win. And remember, it is first to 3. So the first individual to reach 3 wins is going to be the champion for today. So somebody could 3-0 sweep it and the stream will just potentially be over. But I don't see that happening. I think that the rabble will rise up against the current champ and try and drag them down. That would be my guess. Yeah, FFA, Empire's pretty good in FFA for sure. Like, yeah, the Missile Cav aren't bad. Pistoliers, Outriders. But you never know. Like, FFA is such a weird format. There is a way to play it. There is a way to play it for sure. But we'll see how this unfolds. Dude, I'm James. Happy birthday. Give me a 4-way mirror match. Dude, no. James, get that shit out of here, bro. Before the tournament started, I talked to the players in Discord. I was like, please do not play a 4-way mirror match. Please. I like begged them not to because it is so annoying casting that. FFA is already hard to like keep track of everything. But if it's just like they all look the exact same, dude, it's just hell on earth, man. Yeah, we tested for lag beforehand. There was none. You can always test too by saying, like right now, watch, I'm going to type. And if there's a big delay from when it goes into like appearing, then you know there's a laggy lobby. So boom, it's like instant. So there doesn't seem to be much lag in that respect. It'll take a little bit of time to load in, but that's fine. That's just their computers. It's not necessarily their connection. So yeah, 4-player vampire counts, dude, that would be so horrible. Oh my god, just end me. Hey, but dude, I'm James. Thank you for the donation. Really do appreciate that, bud. Yeah, they can play sub-factions if they want. I mean, doesn't really matter too much. It's a much more casual format, so, you know, you're going to be seeing some wild stuff. I think we started the stream a little bit early. Yeah, we did. So One Man Sand says, Turin, did you start playing Total War on Legendary, or did you start on normal? I think I started on when I started playing campaign, I think my first ones were either hard or very hard. I didn't start on Legendary because I was more about multiplayer, and I just did campaign on the side for fun, and I wasn't looking to, like, you know, flex or, you know, challenge myself in that way. But eventually I did do Legendary, and it's fun. It's a bit of a different game. In Legendary difficulty in campaign, you mostly spam archers, ranged units, single entities, and magic. That's really the key to success there, which is not how I'd like to play campaign, but I will do it if I'm trying to obviously win a campaign. But looks like the players are ready. You can see here, the bonus first bread is ready to party. We can actually, you know what? Since they're not going to stream snipe each other, that would just be ridiculous. So, yeah, this is FFA. So, if I click here, we can look at some of the armies. I think, nope, can I not look at the armies? Oh, I can't. Okay, that's too bad. Yo Soy Soja, can we get a dedicated Wookiee fund? I want to see $1,000 worth of dog treats. Dude, the thing is, all right. So, if we're talking about... Okay, it looks like Black Phillip's still getting his army ready. If we're talking about Wookiee and treats, he doesn't like treats that much. He just likes more so like getting the scraps that fall off the table. If you buy Wookiee like a bone or like some sort of a treat to chew on, he doesn't seem to go for him too much. It's probably because he doesn't really have any teeth. When we rescued Wookiee at, which would have been 2011, so 9 years ago now, he was in pretty bad shape. Like, almost all of his teeth were rotted out. He had like 1 or 2 teeth in the corner of his mouth, so they just got pulled because they're rotten. So Wookiee's never really had teeth. So he doesn't do too well with traditional dog treats. I'm trying to think what he does like, though. Like, if I were to get Wookiee something, I guess he likes to kind of mlem and just like lick on like certain like flavored bones or like little meat treat type things. Yeah. Yeah, we're streaming it at a normal hour, more or less. I mean, it's 1:15 Saturday night. Hey, Derek Booth has never played the game, never even commented before, but I've been watching this channel religiously for years. Just want to say awesome content. Right on, man. And Derek, if you ever decide to give the game a try, make sure to join our Discord and we'll all hang out, get some games. Be good, man. Thumbnail's pretty good. We got some solid WWE references going on. Yeah. The game really didn't want to stream snipe, I know. It was like, no, Anakin, don't do it. Banana peels, is that something dogs do? I've never heard of that, but yeah. Should have named him Toothless. Yeah, Wookiee only eats wet food. Yeah, we feed him wet food. Because obviously he's got no teeth, so if you give him dry food, it's kind of a cruel thing. Yeah, I mean, they could still do it, but yeah. Came into the stream and thought I was talking about a person. Oh, man. We're getting some good suggestions. All right, guys, let's get down to business. So for the forces here of the last defenders, the Lizardmen, I'm just going to call them by their main faction titles. We have Double Horned One, a bunch of Coldland Spear Riders, so very much a Lizard Rohirrim build. He's got a couple skinks, I mean, very loose in that regard, but up in the sky we have a Heaven's Caster and the dreaded Croc Car riding a Velociraptor. So bonus for his bread is going for kind of a Lizard Rahim, or how would you say that, Rohir Lizard? I'm trying to think of like the best way to combine Rohirrim and Lizard. He's got a couple skinks, but mainly his army is like a bunch of cav, right? He's got Horned Ones and Coldland Riders, just going to be riding around the map, a mobile build. So for Aerocrastic's army, he does have Boris Todbringer on horseback. And, you know, the players aren't going to bring the most competitive armies. Obviously, they're trying to do, like, flavorful but also strong builds. We have double Hellstorm rocket batteries, which, you know, are going to be kind of cool. Like, they have such good range, and they can pretty much touch the entire map from their starting position. So Aerocrastic could potentially rack up a ton of kills and points. And it's about points. If you look on the top left, obviously you get points as you do damage and take things out. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Double Hellstorm with Boris, Handgunner backline, Empire Knights, a bunch of spears, and a Death Wizard. Pretty cool stuff. Raptorim. Oh, dude, the Raptorim. Rohiraptor, Rotile, Crocorim. Dude, you guys are so much better at this than I am, Jesus. You know, to be fair, though, I'm a little bit focused on the army analysis here, but yeah. I know, Wicked. You missed out. I'm sorry, man. We'll get you to the next one. We got peasant mobs. We have spearmen. In the back, we have peasant bowmen. And this is, of course, Falcon's army. And Falcon is actually going to be representing Bretonnia in the upcoming faction war. So it looks like he's getting some practice here. It's got Grail Knights. Ooh, a huge wall of Grail Knights backed up here by the Green Knight. And on the far side of the battlefield, we have the dreaded Barrow Legion, who shall be led by Black Phillip. It's going to be, I would imagine, the triple Blood Knight. Yeah, he's going triple Blood Knight, Mortis Engine, Black Knight, and a combination of Skeleton, Graveguard, Heinrich Kemmler coming in with double White King as well. So very solid builds by all these fine players here. Can a crew leave the battle to deny points? You know, I'm not sure, actually. That's an interesting question. Like, can you withdraw? Like, if somebody's about to get points off one of your units? Maybe you could. Yeah, you might be able to. Wicked, you're going to live through Aerocrastic. That's funny. Roha Frogs. Roha Lizard is the Snoop Dogg of cavalry. Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg was actually on YouTube the other day. He was playing on Dr. Disrespect's channel. I was really surprised to see it in my feed. It had Dr. Disrespect facing off against Snoop Dogg in Madden. I was like, oh, man. It's quite the crossover. So they're playing standard fun, so they can build armies that are very much similar to what you see in regular tournaments, because in FFA, if you go bigger, the deployment zones are really small and it can get really clunky. So I think that large funds, the 12,400 funds, is probably the best. Reminder, points are based on gold value, not pure damage. Oh, good to know. I always thought it was kind of a combination of both, or or somewhere in between. But yeah, I don't really do much FFA, so a little bit of a noob as it pertains to the format. There's a lot of horsemen. Obviously, mobility is very good. Aerocrastic's army, quite cool. One thing he probably needs to worry about is getting collapsed on. Obviously, he's got a lot invested in his handgunners and his Hellstorms, but I mean, even if they don't attack Arrow, he's going to be able to rack up points with those Hellstorm rocket batteries. Granted, ammunition is something. It looks like the lizard folk are going to be lining up here, and they've got their lizard or Reptarim. They got the Reptarim. They have King Crocodin. Crocodin is waiting here to charge. Theocroc, waiting to lead his lizards down the pipe and go after Arrow's army. Because I mean, he's facing this way. No Vanguard. I'm really surprised. That's one of the big staples of Vanguard, or not of FFA, but typically every FFA game I've seen, there's always one person who brings like this Haggard mass Vanguard build and just like deploys right behind someone. But in this case, this is like a pretty fair FFA game, to say the least. Like, nobody here is doing anything super dirty. It's an interesting situation. Anyways, start when ready. I don't think they're waiting for me. Start when ready. Yeah, I don't know what they're... I mean, these players are all deployed pretty quick. It looks like there it goes right now. I think we're good to go. All right. Just keep trying to fast forward. So it looks like Falcon is going to be going after Arrow. Oh, that's rough for Arrow. Yeah, see, this is what I was a little bit worried about. So they're both going to ignore the vampires, which is smart. Like, nobody wants to take that grindy fight there, right? So in this case, Aerocrastic is going to be getting collapsed on by Falcon's Bretonian horde, as well as the lizard people here. So it's going to be pretty scary for the Empire. But I mean, in the process, will Aerocrastic be able to rack up enough points to justify the beating he might potentially take? Of course, you can see some points on the board are going in here, and he's getting a couple spearmen down and some of these other assets, so it's okay. So, hi, guy. There can only be one. Thank you so much, man. Theocroc. Yeah, Theocroc is pretty good. Hey, Nelson Hill. Thank you for the kind words. But yeah, this is like when you go with artillery builds or builds that are a little bit more static in FFA, you have to be careful because a lot of times people just swarm you like this. And here you can see Falcon is coming around the back with the Green Knight with freaking Alberic. You can see his Damsel of Life is also getting in position. I think she's going to charge into the spears to try and break their brace, and then he's going to flank charge them with his monsters, maybe. It's a very common tactic. You like charge in the front, it breaks them. So now these spearmen are not actually braced. They're engaged in combat versus the Damsel, right? So the problem with that being for the spearmen is that all these Grail Knights could potentially come out of the trees now and just absolutely hammer them down. And yeah, Arrow is just trying to survive here. I mean, he's got the lizards to deal with here. You can see he sent in his Demis and Empire Knights, and Arrow is pulling ahead on the score. Demogorgon Knights get a great engagement here, and Hellstorm Rocket Battery is doing some okay splash damage. Nothing to write home about, but yeah, it's a good engagement for Arrow right there. But he's being attacked on two prongs here, and it's going to be interesting to see because I'm sure in future games it's going to reflect his strategy. He's going to have to change a little bit. And here Falcon's Damsel in a bit of an awkward position, actually. She's like riding circles, but she's also being pounded by two handgunner units, so it looks like Falcon might lose his healer like almost instantly here in this FFA game. So yeah, we'll see. And in the meantime, it looks like there's going to be some foul witchcraft going down. I think that's going to be Manon's Trident coming in from Alberic. And oh man, Arrow's handgunners just get absolutely melted right there. That's a pretty painful engagement. And yeah, the Grail Knights have now engaged against some Empire Knights. A very, very big mismatch. Empire Knights are not up to the task of fighting these elite Bretonnian Knights. Yeah, certainly a rough time for those guys. Those Empire Knights are going to get melted. And yeah, Arrow's getting some really good points. I mean, he's up to a rapid lead. Falcon, of course, closing the gap, getting some of these good engagements with his Grail Knights here. But, you know, the Damsel goes down, but man, somebody's getting beaten up here. Is that Boris? Yeah, it looks like it's Boris on the ground here. He's battling Alberic de Bordelot here. The Lizards on the far side, you know, were only fighting a portion of Arrow's army, and they were able to get through, of course. No surprises there. So the the Lizard Rim, whatever you guys want to call them, they're coming in, and that is going to be a pretty big amount of stopping power from these Colden Riders and all these boys as they do pile in here into the back lines. And Falcon just kind of reaving the back line. Aerocrastic still in first place. You know, he has been able to get value on multiple fronts, but at the end of the day, it's just being swarmed by two players with a static build. Now, had he had like a more mobile build, maybe he could have adjusted and rotated away, but having an artillery line usually is gonna get you focused. Boris Todbringer just getting absolutely spanked by Alberic here. You can see just a massacre of a duel, and Toddy's going to be running, so Aerocrastic definitely needs to get that Lord back. He has some Spearmen here. Spearmen are able to do some poke and stroke here on Grail Knights, drag down maybe 2 models, but I don't know if Arrow's going to have much to survive with. It looks like Boris is going to get hunted by Alberic, who is an anti-large specialist, armor piercing. You know, Boris is on horseback, is not going to be anywhere near the dueling situation. There's a little bit of lag going on. Yeah, hopefully it will subside, but you know, as the battle gets a little bit smaller and players get eliminated here, but yes, there is a little bit of lag, so it's not just you guys, but hopefully it's tolerable. I still think it's pretty fun to watch, and yeah, it's a little bit slower than normal. Ben Russell, yes, another turn stream every day. Stream is better. Thanks for the entertainment. You're welcome. So here we do have the good old Black Knights charging in, and now the Vampire Counts, or the Barrow Legion, has finally arrived to the battlefield. So a little bit behind, being rear charged by Grail Knights, certainly not going to help the cause of these Black Knights here, and that's probably going to, I mean, I feel like the Grail Knights are going to carry this game pretty hard, but now the Lizard Horde is coming in as well, so really it's going to become a 3-way Royal Rumble here. Mortis Engine is draining down health of these units in this engagement. Black Knights getting wrecked here, but the Blood Knights are following up. They haven't really engaged yet, so the Blood Knights will be here soon. I think they might have been discussing an anti-Arrow strategy in voice with Arrow. Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, I mean, maybe the Vampires can pull something back. I mean, Black Phillip is rapidly climbing in the score. So Aerocrastic has dropped his lead. Obviously, he got some good points early, but being 2v1'd there is pretty painful. And the Vampires did... Where were the Vampire Counts when the Empire fell? Apparently not there to help. The Vampires were very, very slow to get to the engagement. Obviously, a skeleton zombie army and taking a very, very cautious approach. But now we have a big, disgusting blob fight. And honestly, I can see Black Phillip coming up here in the 4th quarter and maybe winning this game. I mean, the game has devolved into a bit of a blob, right? And Blood Knights plus Mortis Engine here is going to be really gross. And as I look at these factions, neither of these guys really have, like, missile units. Like, what could shoot and kill that Mortis Engine through Blood Knights? And, you know, Heinrich Kemmler's coming in. It's more a matter of, are there enough points for the Vampires to get back here? So it looks like a Trident Manon's going to be coming down. A nice one right there. Tears through those Colden Riders and goes down the pipe there. Might get some of the Blood Knights on the tail end of the rotation. Looks like it does tickle the pickle of those units. And yeah, I do think Black Phillip is probably going to be the last man standing here. He's got some Blood Knights here chasing down Grail Knights. He's going to farm all these Peasant Archers here in the distance. And yeah, 3 Blood Knights, Heinrich Kemmler, double White King. I don't know. Basically, what would have to happen here is that the Lizards would have to team up with the Bretonnians and try and take out the Vampires. Falcon's really high on points right now, so he might be able to get enough points where he just kind of clinches the victory, but we'll see. Yeah, but, you know, that's what happens if you 2v1 someone and, you know, somebody's left, like, pretty strong. They might come back and make you pay the troll toll later. So this is kind of the punishment for Falcon and Bonus First Bread teaming up on Aerocrastic, is now they have to face a fully erect Vampire Count army. And, I mean, you know, it's a tactical gambit, right? So Bonus First Bread flying overhead, maybe going to drop a rock here on these Blood Knights. It does not look like, oh yeah, he did, and got a couple kills there. That was pretty good. And yeah, the Vampire's just going ham. Now, if you're the last man standing, you usually get a bonus of, I believe, 2,500. So he would have to get within 2,500 of Falcon, potentially. Aerocrastic is still scrapping somehow. I don't know where he even has units left. It looks like a Purple Sun going down as well, able to tear through some of those Black Knights. And yeah, I think Arrow still has his Amethyst Wizard. Yeah, it looks like it. And Krokar is going after him. Poor guy. He's just trying to survive, get some points for Arrow. But alas, he's going to be hunted. Aerocrastic actually does have some troops left. You can see here in the tree line. He does have some Demogryph Knights. So though Arrow isn't going to win this, he still could be a difference maker. Like, if the battle gets really close and really grindy, you know, a unit of 15 Demogryph Knights riding you down and getting a charge could drastically change the outcome of this battle. So we'll certainly see how that unfolds here. The Lizards, Crocodin, Theo Croc, the Lord of Lizard Rohan, is going to be charging in here with this Hornwind Blob. And now we have the final battle for the fate of Middle Earth, as they do collapse into the back of this vampire army. And Mortis Engine's in okay shape. Blood Knights are a little bit beat up here. And yeah, it looks like they are teaming up now. Hand of the Gods going down as well. And it looks like the Hand of the Gods from Krokar was able to blast that Mortis Engine pretty good. Heinrich Kemmler, I would imagine, sitting quite happy on his Winds of Magic. And yeah, it looks like the... yeah, you see the Bretonnians here and Falcon are actually hammering into this side of the formation. And the Lizards are hitting the other side. So it seems like an unholy alliance has perhaps been born. And both players are kind of teaming up here and trying to take these boys out. So we'll see. A couple Peasant Archers as well. That could be enough to kill a Mortis Engine. So, oh, that's pretty big. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to get back there and really take him out. You can see a little bit of treason here as Krokar does go and try and take out that Damsel of Life. But the Vampires are, of course, quite happy to fight this blob fight situation. Alberic charging in and, you know, trying to goon where he can. But double White King, Mortis Engine, very, very strong. Blood Knights, I think, are all but dead, actually. The Blood Knights really got wrecked by the cycle charging from Alberic and the Grail Knights and, of course, some of the Coldwind Riders. Aerocrastic reforming ranks with his Swordsman here. Clawing some points back. He has dropped to last year, so he didn't get enough points in that initial engagement. The Hellstorm rocket batteries didn't get enough points. That's a big investment, and those bad boys just didn't carry their weight here. But the Vampires appear to be stabilizing here. The Barrow Legion in pretty decent shape. You can see Krell is here. He's got his badass Corn Mohawk, and he's going to be charging in. He's got his axe out for Harambe, and might be able to do some damage here. Let's see. Blood Knight's charging in as well. And yeah, Krokar actually gets gooned, so the unholy alliance between Falcon and Bonus First Bread has been broken, as Krokar did betray them, and then Alberic had to come in and kind of settle that situation. The engine is able to heal pretty well. There are a couple Peasant Archers, but there is no question at this point that Black Phillip is going to be the last man standing, in my opinion. But the question is, can Falcon and Bonus First Bread and Aerocrastic deny him? Oh man, Aero still has a little bit of a force, actually. Check this out. He's got some demis here and some handgunners, and somehow some of Aerocrastic's troops did survive. The Skeleton Spearmen here are going to be battling Swordsmen. Demogryph Knights going to be coming in for a flank charge. They got their lances couched, and these spears, of course, are not braced, so they will be taking a bunch of damage on the impact there. Not as much as I thought, actually. A little bit of a weird charge situation, but those spears will 100% break. And Arrow is still climbing, you know, battling not to get the last place here. And now you can see the dreaded Barrow Legion moving in. Krokar doing his thing. Falcon and Bretonnia still very, very far ahead on points. But, I mean, I don't know. Falcon might be able to do something here. He's got the Peasant Archers, and Alberic is really good at gooning. And obviously, we do have Aerocrastic over here, too, with Demogryph Knights and Handgunners and a Deathcaster. So they could potentially team up on the Vampire counts here. They really, really could. So here comes the Peasant Archers. This is like, it's like the scene in Austin Powers when the guy gets run over by the steamroller. Oh, Scabscraith going down from one of the White Kings, able to tear through those peasants. They're wavering, and as soon as some of the undead get close, they're going to break 100%. They're like, screw this shit, we're going home. We have fields to till. So the Peasant Bowmen going to be rode down by the last of the Knights of Red Keep. And the Peasant Archers are slowly killing that Mortis Engine, though. And here you can see Lizards in the back are charging in. I think the players in chat have formed a bit of an alliance. I think they realize that they need to take down the Tyrant, which is the Barrow Legion. Heinrich Kemmler is battling Krokar here. Obviously, this Haggard Necromancer is not the best of duelists in melee, but he does have the support of the White Kings. White Kings will have enough damage to potentially kill Krokar if he stays in combat for too long, so you got to be careful there. First White King does miss its attack. Krokar very, very low in leadership right now, but all of his buffs are popped. And the Undead are rotating back as the Horned ones with 3 frickin' models are dragged down and broken off the battlefield here. So let's look around. We have a couple of Peasant Archers and Spearmen. We have some loose engagements here. It looks like Falcon actually abandoned the Vampires, and that's pretty smart. So he abandoned the Vampire counts to go after Aerocrastic's very tattered forces for free points. Like, because if he tried to take the Vampires head on, that would have been a mistake. He would have been in, he would have maybe done some damage, but he also would have given the Vampire count player some points. But this is a smart play. Shattering Aerocrastic's remnants was able to net him, another 1,000 points here. And I think despite the Vampires being pretty strong, I think Falcon has gotten enough points for his Grail Knights here. And you can see he's going to be chasing down these swordsmen, farming whatever he can. And look at that. 2 Grail Knights, Alberic, Green Knight, plus the Damsel of Life, and another group of Grail Knights here. I mean, we are going to get a final battle. There's a very slim chance Falcon might be able to win this. Alberic's pretty damn strong. I mean, of course, armor piercing, anti-large. No healing, though. Up in the sky, we do have the Skink Priest of Heaven, so bonus first bread, just flying around with his skink, just kind of trolling and cackling. And, yeah, he's going strong. You can see Black Phillip is creeping up into the second place spot. Currently, the Lizards are holding that. The Lizards have no chance of being a last man standing, though. Not with just the Skink Priest of Heavens, who I think is actually going to go attack the archers of Falcon. And Falcon knows this. You can see here Alberic is like hunting with Foeseeker. He's like going after the Skink Priest. He's like, not in my house, man. No, you ain't getting these peasant archers. Although those peasants are a little bit low in ammo. So going in and getting some free zombie kills. I mean, points are points. And the undead are just in position. You can see they're waddling here. Both players taking a bit of a defensive posture. And yeah, man, this is quite a scrap. Alberic de Bordelot crumbling the zombie nation, and some of the Grail Knights are going to be charging in the front. There are some Blood Knights left. I don't know about the Winds of Magic situation too. Mortis Engine is at its healing cap, and it looks like one of the skinks. Oh, this is a risky play. A little skink comes in here, and he might actually get attacked by some Blood Knights and broken. Yep, -12. Oh no! Bonus for his bread. Loses his skink priest, or at least gets him broken. He's probably going to run off the edge of the battlefield here. That's pretty painful. So yeah, it looks like that's going to be an eliminated bonus for spread. He is in a decent second place position, but that's not going to win, and he is officially out, as is Aerocrastic. Now it's Black Phillip against Felcon. Now, I don't know if there's enough points left here on the battlefield for the Vampires to get this. Maybe so. Maybe so. It's hard to say. Yeah, this was a good scrap. It was a good scrap. Poor Aerocrastic, and he jumped. But that happens to me pretty much every time I play FFA. I always get like just ganged up on in the beginning and beaten down. But yeah, this is the final battle. I mean, maybe if the Mortis Engine can die, Felcon can win this fight. But the Damsel is breaking. Alberic is taking Blood Knight attacks. This is actually going to be close. This is going to be close. Yeah, the Grail Knights are pulling back. Alberic definitely making a good stand here, but the Blood Knights are still not numerous, but present, and they're going to be, doing some work. The Grail Knights this game were by far the MVPs. Freaking 190 kills, 200 kills plus on those Grail Knights. I would imagine those guys are doing some really, really scary work. Alberic going in, might be able to finish off the Mortis Engine. He comes in, Mortis Engine down to -30, 139. But this is exactly what Felcon needs to do to win. Just grab points where you can, even though you probably will lose this grind. I mean, it's almost looking like he might have a chance. He's got some spears over here, but I don't think he can get through double White King. Although Green Knight is here too. The Green Knight is cackling and hanging out here. As far as attacking rules go, we're basically, we're using a loose interpretation of tournament rules. So players can't just kite around the map and cackle and be annoying like that. So we're using a very loose interpretation there. So Alberic is able to claim victory here. It looks like the Green Knight making his stand. Some spears are fighting here. It looks like Alberic might be able to go over there and clean up some of them zombies. But no, I would imagine he's going to come in here. Green Knight is getting gooned out slowly but surely. I mean, he's very powerful, of course. But Green Knight being surrounded by Blood Knights and also by double White King is... It's going to lead to his downfall eventually. Even if it's a little bit of HP at a time, it eventually will get there. And Scab's Wraith going down. Really nice cast there by Black Phillip. That was a good one. Able to melt those spearmen, keep them from getting into combat. Blood Knights are crumbling down here. Alberic flying overhead, looking for his prey. I mean, this Vampire Count army is really, really beat up here. Yeah. And yes, guys, Felcon will be playing Bretonnia in the upcoming Faction War, which is going to be super exciting. Alberic coming in, punting one of those characters once again. Now he's going to be charging into combat. The Green Knight fighting as well. I mean, all the vampires really have left, actually, is these characters. But Alberic's so damaged at this point. There's no healing also. The White Kings will make contact with him. You can see he's trying to kill Kemmler, which is smart. Kemmler is very, very squishy, comparatively speaking. I mean, as far as caster lords go, Heinrich Kemmler does have 45 melee defense, which isn't terrible. But yeah, you can see 1,000 HP on Albert is going to be tough. Although Kemmler is getting killed by the Green Knight. Oh my god, the Green Knight getting in there. Gilles is not playing games today. Yeah, this is pretty wild. And we got some Spearmen at Arms coming back from Felcon. He's basically just pathing through trying to get Heinrich Kemmler, and Kemmler's just waddling and trying to drag them through the White Kings. Looks like there's going to be a zombie summon before he goes. Yeah, he's in really bad shape, actually. Just getting pimp slapped there by Alberic's beast. 7 leadership, 18 leadership. Here comes Alberic once again. Heinrich Kemmler. Yeah, so at this point, I think there's 0 chance the Vampires can win it. I'm pretty sure Felcon has this one to the bag, simply because he's so far ahead on points. Yeah, even though Vampires will probably be the last man standing. I think the prediction still stands here. Alberic, 680. Looks like the White Kings come in, get a nice shank there. He's got to be pretty close to breaking. Alberic very fast with 124 speed right now. And it looks like Heinrich Kemmler does actually get taken out, so they are able to take it out. And do you believe in miracles? I mean, maybe, just maybe, there could be some gooning here with the Green Knight still going. Mostly zombies and spears. But yeah, I don't see it happening, man. Alberic is so damaged. He's at 1 leadership right now. He's going to be pulling back, it looks like, turning around. I think that was just his moving animation. Ephraim Va, the only thing I was in my great book is your number, Manling. Cheers, dude. Always great stuff. Hey, Ephraim Va, thank you, man, for the donation. Glad you're enjoying the Haggard FFA format. All right, so what do we got here? 323, -2, -4 leadership. Alberic is most likely going to break here. So something to consider, guys, if you are playing FFA, it takes much longer to hit army losses compared to regular battles. So in this case, Felcon will lose Alberic. He's probably going to break off the battlefield, and Green Knight will take a moment to kill. But the White Kings will eventually get him down, despite his insane physical resistance he does have as a ghostly unit here. Yeah. And that appears to be it. Ephraim, no worries, man. Alberic's at -1. Green Knight is very, very low, but he's tanking it like a champ. I mean, oh my god, is Green Knight going to carry this? That would be insane. Look at that, 544, 400. I mean, he's killing this White King. Dude, and if Alberic comes back and the Green Knight is able to kill this White King, there might be a chance that this other White King could lose to those two characters. Oh my god, that is so freaking foul. That is so foul. Jeez. The Green Knight might carry this 368. I mean, both the White Kings are very low. If Alberic were able to come in the back and... Yeah, they're fast forwarding now. The players are fast forwarding. Oh my god. No way Bretonnia's going to win this. I don't know if Felcon knows that Alberic is back. And here he comes. Green Knight charging back in. Jumping on the White King here. Skeleton Spears are very beat up as well. Felcon, do you not know that Alberic's back? Dude, that's so big. Alberic, even with 200 HP, could potentially do it, but I think the White Kings and Spears would still win. But 142. And it looks like the Green Knight is going to break here. The dreaded fast forward. Oh my god. This has been an insane battle. Yep, and that's going to be that. Arrow, I don't think Felcon even knows that his bird boy is back. Look how close he still got to almost defeating the Counts too. So here he comes, -3, that's it. And the Vampire Counts are the last man standing. However, the winner is going to be Felcon. You can see Black Phillip got about 2,000 plus points for being last man standing, but that's not, you know, inaction isn't always going to win you the game there. So what a crazy one, man. All right, let's update the scoreboard. That's going to be 1 for Felcon. And now we'll get the next battle ready. It's 1st to 3 is what we're doing today. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So we're going to do the Rockato pools. Map set. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, that was fun, huh? I'm just like lurking in the darkness of my room. My bulb went out in my room, so it's completely Shadow Realm right now, unfortunately. But yeah, players will pick their armies and we'll hang out and have a good time. I mean, I don't have any lights in here. Oh god, it's so bad. I mean, I guess I could try opening the window. Let me give it a try. Oh, but there's so much freaking ash outside. Oh. Oh well. Wookie is lurking. He's the herald of the FFA gods. He is. Okay. That should be fine. So as far as the new factions go, it looks like bonus for spread is going to be High Elves. Black Phillip is going Tomb Kings. Arrow is going Wood Elves. I think Arrow like got jumped so hard this game. He's probably going to go with a very mobile Wood Elf build and like try and claw his way back here, right? Felcon's going to go Chaos actually. So yeah, this is going to be a wild one. We're on the Rockato pools. I don't even remember what this map looks like. There's actually a lot of cool FFA maps that are like super underrated. But I mean, they're very campaign-esque. They have like choke points and like really weird engagement angles and things like that. But like in FFA, that's, you know, that's the spice of life, right? Are those type of ridiculous situations, in my opinion. Yeah. And the darkness binds them. Yes. Turin, doesn't the Green Knight heal when he's standing in the forest? Yeah, he does actually. So he could potentially. Yeah. It's pretty bad, the ash and smoke and everything here in ye old California. Yeah, the sky is super orange outside, yeah. It's like orange and ashen. It definitely like... Have you guys ever seen The Road with Viggo Mortensen? It's a novel written by Cormac McCarthy originally, but The Road is with Viggo. It looks like the sky does in that movie when the like apocalypse is happening, basically. Yeah. Sebastian, thank you for the kind words, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's trippy, though. Who's in this tournament, by the way? Well, if you see the screen here, you can see the players. Some weird sound going down. It's Aerocrastic, Felcon, Black Phillip, and Poison Ducky. So currently, Felcon won the first game. It was very close, but he did win the first game. So it's 1st to 3. So if Felcon gets too strong and goes up 2 games, you know, all the other players can gang up on him if they so choose. There's lots of tactics here in this. Yeah. Oh yeah, The Road is like, it's like it's probably one of the most depressing movies ever. It's just like, yeah. It's a really rough one. You definitely don't watch that again. Yeah. Is Chaos invading California? Probably. Probably. Yeah. Some end times action. There's some end times action indeed. Yeah, 2v2 tournaments I've hosted, but the problem is like it's a very laggy format. So it's best done offline. At least with FFA, I can like screen a set number of players and we can make sure to have like a not too laggy of an experience. But with 2v2, it's like if I want to open it to the public, a lot of people do lag if they get in games. So it becomes a tricky situation, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cormac McCarthy, all of his books, like Blood Meridian, all those bad boys, they're all like super, yeah. His writing style is very like, very grim. Very grim indeed. Yeah, the shots of Blade Runner 2047 with San Francisco. Yeah, I did see the shot, those photos, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it's like living the apocalypse, man. We got bonus first bread, Black Phillip, Aerocrastic, Felcon. Round 2, Felcon was able to win with the glorious Knights of Bretonnia. Good to be trying for number 2 here with the Warriors of Chaos. I'm definitely feeling that Arrow's going to bring some spicy kite. I think there's going to be some Way Watchers. I think there's going to be a ton of Glade Riders, maybe like a Forest Dragon, or Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson actually in FFA isn't bad. He's really durable and can usually rack up some pretty good points for you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my chest is a little bit tight from like all the ash and smoke in the air. Like, I can't project my voice quite as much as I usually do. But, you know, I'll survive as much as the next person. Yeah, the new Dune movie. I did see the trailer. It looked pretty fun. I used to play the Dune RTS game, which was freaking great. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but Dune RTS was so solid. Yeah, I remember like being able to summon the sandworms, dude. Those things are so freaking cool. What were the different houses? You have like Atreides, Harkonnen. I can't remember them all. It was a long time ago. I was a kiddo when I played that, but that game was great. Spicy Kite sounds like something you could buy at Subway. Subway doesn't do a lot of spicy stuff though, do they? Subway's like known for being like very, you know, like bland kind of basic type food. Although that's what I survived on Subway in college, so I've quite the experience with it. I used to eat Subway almost every day. Give me that $5 footlong, dog. All right, bonus first bread is ready. Black Phillip is making his final tweaks to his army, and we'll get this party started. Ordos, yeah. Dune RTS, dude, it was a really good game. Yeah, the Dune RTS was really fun. Ordos is the third, got it. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting one of them. Pyro says, you're bland. Well, Pyro, you're not far from the truth, my friend. I am a simple man. I'm a creature of habits. So we are in the Rakato pools. You can see it's a pretty hilly map, which is it's actually quite cool. I remember playing an FFA on this way back when Pixelated Apollo used to have FFA streams in Total War Warhammer. I actually ended up playing in playing against him on this map. I remember that very, very, very fun game. Yeah. You survived your first year of college on Chipotle. Yeah, that's another one. Chipotle is like super common. Because like it's a pretty like it used to be a pretty cheap way to get like a protein and carbs and just like the basics for survival. Yeah. Having some tea today. All right, guys, the battle is underway. Let's take a look at the armies here. So for your boy bonus first bread, he's got a White Lion battle line. Pretty much going full Narnia. He's got Lion Chariots of Crace. He's got Alariel the Pigeon Lady. Double Noble on horseback, actually. So not going on chariots. And he's got his own Reaver Cav as well. So a pretty, a well-rounded mobile army. I mean, even if he was ganged up on, he could get away with most of his army and reform ranks. And just basic white lines for infantry. So yeah, not bad. And now for Aerocrastic. Yep, I knew it. Arrow got ganged up on last game, and I think that like unleashed his Super Saiyan form. So Aerocrastic has come in with Hawk Riders, a Glade Lord, a Spellslinger of Life, and pretty much just Way Watchers mixed with... See, when I was thinking competitive FFA, this is what I was thinking. Like, this type of a build. Oh, boy. Yeah, the map is pretty dark, isn't it? How's that? Oh, hold on. Let me know if that's, like, too bright, guys. I think that's pretty good. You can definitely see a lot better now. All right, guys, and now for the Chaos Force of Felcon. He has an Air Force of his own. He's got the dreaded triple Manticore. He's got a Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Fire, mixed with 2 of the Exalted Heroes. Yeah, pretty solid. A bunch of Marauders and a horde of Sirtha Ek Marauder Horsemen. And some spawn on the ground, yeah. I mean, certainly has some mobility to kind of battle Aerocrastic. But let me know if that's too bright. It certainly lets us see the map a lot better. Probably turn it down a little bit. Yeah, Hawk Riders aren't bad units in FFA because they actually have decent melee stats. If you look at Hawk Riders, those bad boys do have 45 weapon strength with good AP values, decent melee attack at 25, and I think their charge bonus isn't bad either. Let me see what it is. Yeah, 42, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's better now. Perfect. So yeah, Arrow's army is very competitive. Of like all the armies I'm seeing here, I think his might be the most competitive. Hard to say though, this Chaos army's got some pretty good gooning potential. The Elf army's not bad with the Nobles. Tomb Kings, I mean, they got a bunch of Necropolis Knights. Yeah, and Chariots and some Spears. This is a good army too, man. Like, all these armies have some teeth. Yeah, Arrow is not wanting to get jumped again. You can really sense it. This is a huge map too, though, so it probably will devolve into a bit of a, you know, one-on-one situation. I think two players might go fight, but we don't know which direction they're going to go. I'm really surprised, like, we're not seeing Vanguard. I'm really surprised. Falcon is right here. Arrow is here. And then Tomb Kings and a Black Phillip, and then bonus for his bread is on the far side as well, the Poison Ducky. Yeah. We'll see how this unfolds. Good luck, have fun. One of our dogs is going ham at the front door, so apologies, guys, if you're hearing some wild noise. We're in game 2. The first game was won by Falcon, and it's basically first to reach 3 wins. We might change it depending on how long the stream goes. I want to keep the stream under 3 hours, so we'll see. FFA games tend to take a long time. I will do some smaller maps as well, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Arrow should have gone for the proper Wood Elf build with 200 armies led by Durthu. Oh yeah, the tree. The trees wouldn't have much chance though, I don't think, of winning. I mean, maybe being last man standing and taking that approach. So right here you can see Falcon is opting not to go for Aerocrastic's Wood Elf army, and I would do the same thing. I would just ignore the Wood Elves and force them across the map. Jankuya, darling. Lovely wife brought me a coffee. That's very sweet. All right. So the battle is back. The best. She says, that's right. That's right. So yeah, Chaos is going to be marching for the Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings marching for the High Elves. And Aerocrastic just moving up the map, realizing that nobody wants to deal with Way Watchers and all these sniping characters. He's just going to be perusing and pushing his way up, which is pretty funny. So yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. For anyone joining, it's an FFA tournament. The 4 players you can see up here. And it's first to win 3 FFAs in total. So we'll see how long it takes. If it goes too long, then we may change the rules to just have the most wins after 3 hours. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We don't really have too much of a structure in that regard. It's just a casual tournament. It's fun. So High Elves are going to be intercepting the Tomb Kings, but Chariots will be quite nasty here, as will Necropolis Knights. Falcon pressing really, really hard into the back lines of the Tomb Kings here, and you can see Black Phillip's going to be getting some spears in position. Yep, and it looks like the High Elves are going to be the one getting sandwiched this game. You can see the QSA force, the Aerocrastic Goon Squad, making its way over. You know, honestly, Arrow could go over here and just start picking off a bunch of the Chaos assets for free. There's so many different tactics you can take in a battle like this. It's kind of a cool map too, the Rakato pools. Yeah, I dig it. You guys want Wookiee's commentary? I don't know how that would go. It'd probably be pretty poor. He'd probably just growl and blem and lick his damn tongue. Necropolis Knights charging into the White Lines. White Lines in sustained combat will not be bad against such targets. Here we do also have the Nehekar Horsemen hammering in, getting a little bit of juicy cycle charging action. Honestly, for Tomb Kings, this isn't bad, but they do need Cetra up here. Cetra is certainly a breadwinner. He uses Nero's Incantation actually on some Nehekar Horsemen. A very interesting choice. I think it would be a little bit better suited on some of the heavier cav and some of the more high-value targets, but something to also consider is the fact that the High Elves do have 2 Nobles here, both of which are anti-large, halberd units, basically. And they're doing a lot of damage here against the Necropolis Knights. Now, Arrow's army just kind of chilling for now. It looks like he has kind of opted to go after the Chaos Force of Falcon. Granted, there's a ton of Horsemen and Marauders and just annoying units. And this is impassable terrain, I think. I don't think you can go in the Rakato pools here. So this is a choke right here. And Falcon does land over here with part of his army. You can see his Exalted Hero and these guys are just kind of feasting on the Skeleton Spearmen, getting some freebies where they can. But this choke is... yeah, this is definitely going to be good for the Elves. I mean, the Marauder Horsemen could push in, but the Dragon's just going to be able to intercept them, and they are going to take a lot of damage. Way Watchers are being very, very conservative with their ammo. Here comes the first volley, ripping it into the Chaos Marauders, certainly not getting a lot of kills there. And the Hawk Riders just kind of poking against the Marauder Horsemen here, and pretty much doing their thing. Yeah, doing their thing, enjoying life. A couple Marauder Horsemen being picked off. But back to this engagement. I mean, bonus first bread really winning this battle, it looks like. The Noble's able to get some really, really good value against these big targets. Alariel is here to heal them as well. White Lions, of course, in sustained combat are very good against armor, actually. And they're kind of like a general AP unit in that they have good enough combat stats that they're not reliant on a bonus first infantry or a bonus first large or any of those variables there. So let us know in chat, guys. Who do you think is going to win this FFA? As you've currently seen the game unfold, what is your prediction? Obviously now, the High Elves look like they're in a very dominant position in terms of points, but all it takes is Falcon's Goon Squad coming over here to really change that variable. And yeah, you can see the Exalted Heroes are really hunting for that chicken up in the sky, or that bird, the pigeon, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, she's running for the hills. In the meantime, Aerocrastic is flanking pretty heavily. Now the Waywatchers, excuse me, have gotten in range, and they're hammering down these Reavers pretty good. And I would imagine that bonus first bread, sorry, I got the hiccups now, is a little bit focused on the battle over there, so some of his Illyrian Reavers are going to be getting the business here. On the far side, Chaos has finally come around the back, and now they're going to be collapsing into the Skeleton Spearmen. The Marauder Horseman Horde is going to be getting around, but it's a very tight angle. You can see their spears here, so Falcon can't necessarily fit through, but despite that, he's still getting good value with his Hero Goon Squad. The Exalted Hero and the Chaos Sorcerer Lord are able to get some good value, and of course, you know, Falcon's army's in perfect shape, so as this does progress to the later stages of the battle, it's probably going to be, you know, very much a Wood Elf versus Chaos type situation. Here the Hawk Riders are starting to snipe his characters, so this is a good tactic here by Aerocrastic. Obviously, knowing Falcon is up in the series, he's won a game, trying to take him out of the picture early is going to be a good tactic for you yourself, getting to those 3 wins a little bit quicker than your opponent here. So yeah, Chaos is doing pretty well, though. Marauder Horsemen doing their thing. Really good sniping there from the Wood Elves. Falcon does have some answers, but I have to say, this map is really, really gross for this because... oh, it looks like you can move here. Okay, I was wrong. So this is not impassable terrain. So the Chaos Hordes have moved over here. So yeah, some of the boys could go over there and chase them down and cause some problems. Now up here, bonus first bread, really scrapping pretty hard. The Lion Chariots of Grace actually have pretty good AP value, so they can chew through some of the enemy armor. Surprisingly well in melee. And both Nobles, I think, are still functional. At least one of them is in good shape. Trying to find the other one here. Some carrying, chasing down those guys, you know, getting some poke and stroke where they can. Yeah, the High Elves are holding pretty well. Really, really far up on points, but they need to win in enough of a fashion that they can still kind of scrap here. It looks like a Burning Head coming down from Chaos, trying to get, you know, a little bit of Chaos mixed up here in this battle. And yeah, the Tomb Kings definitely got the business, but Cetra's still alive. Yeah, but with Chaos collapsing, guys, Chaos comes! And Falcon's Chaos Horde is going to be collapsing here on the back of this army, and that is a lot of points for Chaos to farm. So Aerocrastic definitely needs to get involved as quickly as he can and start trying to take Chaos out. I would probably just leave the High Elves alone and try and snipe everything I could of Falcon's. Go after his Sorcerer Lord, get in there, use your Prey of Anathema, swarm him with the Hawk Riders maybe. Oh, but the Goon Squad's coming in. Look at this. The triple Exalted Hero is going after Cetra, but he's able to drift away. Cetra is able to escape, but, you know, I don't know what he's got to do. He's got to run. He's got to get away from those bad boys. Those are some angry Mancores. In the meantime, though, Arrow's Air Force is starting to get some good kills. He's slowly catching up to Falcon. Hawk Riders do have 140 range, so they can outrange the Marauder Horsemen very well, and are picking those guys off pretty efficiently. And the Waywatchers are starting to close in, too. You can see an Arrow of Kernus going down. It looks like it did miss against that Chaos Sorcerer Lord that Falcon has on that Manticore right there. And pretty much anything that breaks right here is going to be potentially running off the map. And yeah, you can see the High Elves are now getting buckled by the onslaught of Chaos. Thankfully, though, for the High Elves, they still do have some Reavers. They have the Flying Lord. If they can get their Nobles and Chariots away, that would be huge as this game does progress here. And here comes the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Going to be jumping down, going after the Nobles here. And yeah, it's Falcon's going to get a lot of points right here. And you can see he's kind of creeping up there. Bonus first bread is in a decent first place position. If he can keep his mobile skirmishers alive and like farm kills around the map, he might be able to climb up to like, you know, 12, 13,000 points and potentially, you know, win the game. It's going to be hard. I doubt it, but it's certainly possible. So Rick, thank you for the $4.99. Been watching since Total War Warhammer 1, since using an Orc War Boss with a healing potion. Dude, that is some OG shit right there. Keep it up and love the new formats. Yeah, I'm trying to mix it up. You know, I don't want to become stagnant and just do the same, you know, competitive format over and over. I think it's cool to explore all aspects of this game, and there's a lot this game has to offer. So, of course, my mainstay on the channel will be competitive, of course, but I like to mix it up here and there. But yeah, the Reavers are doing well. You know, picking off many of the Marauder Horsemen on the countercharge. They do also have Alariel up in the sky, so bonus first bread. Probably has some fat healing that he can drop on these characters. And now you can see Aerocrastic is very much like pincering in. Falcon's force here is taking a lot of firepower. His air squad is a little bit beat up. Nice breath attack there from Aerocrastic. And you can see Arrow is now creeping up. And even though he's currently in last place as far as points go, I think he might be able to pull this one out. His army is so healthy. Though he was late to combat, he was able to kind of work on the peripheries of the battlefield and really get some juicy value. But I don't know, Falcon's little flying goon squad is pretty nasty. Ammunition is pretty good for the Wood Elves too. I mean, the Glade Lord has really, really solid ammo here. The Glade Riders and the Way Watchers are all in good shape as well. And yeah, it's going to be a scrap, man. High Elves are kiting. They're going to be an X factor. Bonus for spread. Definitely if you can keep kiting back and forcing Falcon to potentially overextend with the Marauder Horsemen, then turn around and countercharge them like he's doing right now. So you can see that's going to be a good way for him to get these points. So Falcon does get countercharged here. Very good play here by the High Elves. That's going to be, a fair amount of points. You can see here the High Elves do shoot up over 10,000. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a chance for a bonus for spread here. He's getting a lot of value here against these Marauder Horsemen. Unfortunately for him, his Noble is shattered and broken with 13 HP. And now it's very much going to be Aerocrastic's just a torrent of Elvish missile fire. You can see all the frickin' Hawk Riders are just picking off these characters. The spawn are obviously very slow and cumbersome. So, yeah, they're going to be a pretty choice target. And Arrow's just saving his ammo on the Way Watchers for when Falcon will eventually have to attack this Elvish army. And when he does, those Way Watchers are going to be waiting with full chubs. And it's going to be a rough one for them, to say the least. Over here, High Elves still doing their thing, but Falcon knows it's definitely easier real estate than going after the Elves or the Wood Elves at this point. Chasing down the Heralds of the Wind, though, is no easy task. They are one of the fastest units in the game with 105 speed as far as their classification goes. So we'll see what he's able to catch. Alarielle takes some big damage too. She's actually a little bit trapped up, and the Manticore does get some decent attacks. These Exalted Heroes do have the Mark of Khorne, which means they're going to have over 500 weapon strength, which is really why Exalted Heroes on Manticores are so awesome. Incredibly solid assassins at taking out lightly armored units and things like that. And look at this, right into the kill box. The poor Illyrian Reavers came around the corner, and the frickin' Waywatcher battle line just melted them. Oh my goodness, that is a point city there for Aerocrastic. Now, Black Phillip is still in the game. I don't know what he's doing. Oh my god, guys, look at this. Look at this. Black Phillip just cackling in the trees with Cetra, just riding it. What is he even doing? Black Phillip with Cetra in the tree line. Oh my god, that is so troll. I love it. I love it so much. I mean, now the Way Watchers are shooting, missing a fair amount of their targets, though, and Chaos is moving forward with their infantry. Of course, Aerocrastic does have Wild Riders, and they should be able to make pretty quick work of Marauders. But there's a horde of Chaos troops coming down from the hill. Here they come. Wild Riders will rush to intercept some of the spawn, and some of the infantry, and the Dragon will be pushing in as well. Will Falcon be able to win this scrap? I mean, he is ahead of Aerocrastic on points, but I think Arrow has a lot of stopping power left. Very much going to be a scrappy affair, and the Exalted Hero does get caught with the Pravenoth Ram, and focused down by the Way Watchers. Oh man, 800 HP damage. This character probably going to get pound towned here. One more volley from the Way Watchers should do that character in, and here it comes. Volley number 2, and down goes that Exalted Hero. KO'd up in the sky there. But Falcon's still getting some points. Bonus for spread, still scrapping. He's got a Lariel and a couple of Reavers up on the hill there. And Cetra lurks in the tree line. You can see Cetra. Look, guys, look at Cetra. Cetra the Hidden. That's one of his titles now. He's just like waiting for an opportunity to strike and get vengeance. Like, I hope it's a really close battle between these players here, between Arrow and Falcon, and then suddenly, Cetra pops out of the trees and, like, just tips the favor. That's so funny. So, yeah, Arrow's Air Force here, able to claim victory. I mean, obviously, Falcon's army was quite damaged, and that's a lot of stopping power he still has left. The Way Watchers are in good shape. The Wild Riders able to take out the spawn, no problem here. And I think, okay, Arrow's got 8-4. I think unless bonus for spread can get a little bit more points on the board, I'm pretty sure Aerocrastic's going to win this. Fireball coming in as well from Falcon, able to scrap some points. I think all three players have to form an unholy alliance right now. You're going to have what's left of Falcon's army, which isn't much. It's just that Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Fire, and yeah, Alarielle the Radiant. Oh my god, guys, look at this. Look up on the high ground here. Oh no, a little bit of lag. Don't do it to us. If the game were to crash for some reason, we obviously would probably know who'd win at this point. But it looks like it was just a little bit of lag. It should pass. But Cetra the Imperishable is just riding in the hills. That's so funny. He's just going after the Marauders. Oh my god, what a ridiculous situation that is. Yeah, it should subside in a second. I think it's just a temporary lag spike because we haven't had too much lag this entire game. It's just a little bit right now. So, yeah. That's good, man. We're getting there. Lag will subside in just a second, so our apologies for that. Like I said, it is the nature of the beast. And here comes the flying Air Force of Aerocrastic. It is too strong. You can see the Hawk Riders, of course. Probably would be able to finish off any number of threats left on the battlefield with their armor piercing and their charge bonus. And there you go. There you go. Push through it. Whoever's ISP is struggling. I know. It's everyone here has pretty good internet from what I saw beforehand, though. So here comes Setcher the Imperishable going for his final duel. He just couldn't let go of his blood oath to battle the High Elves once again. So he charges into the Weight Watchers, just raining some hot fire in there. Probably gonna go after Setcher here. I mean, or Lariel, or why not all of them, right? You have all the tools here. Oh, and Setcher gets gooned, and a 1-2 punch from Aerocrastic, and he kills Lariel the Raiden as well. I mean, she's at the very least gonna break here. So Black Phillip has been eliminated. Setcher with a little bit of an inglorious ending there. And Pravenoth Rama going down. Aerocrastic just killed every enemy lord in a period of like 3 or 4 seconds. Setcher does not cable modem. Falcon has left the game. He knows it's over. Aerocrastic is going to be claiming victory there in our second scrap. Well played. Well played. So yeah, you can see the Wood Elf army definitely very strong. And like I said before the game, I think that was the most competitive one I saw. So let's go to the FFA scoreboard where we can update this. Lovely graphic I threw together this morning with my amazing Microsoft Paint skills. So Tremble and Despair. 1-1. Aerocrastic and Falcon both have a win. Of course, it's first to 3, so we'll see what schemes they have. I'll definitely do some smaller maps too to keep this from going forever. So we'll do Troll Country for the next one. And they're all in chat together, by the way, if you guys are wondering. So they're scheming and, you know, getting all that good stuff going. Dude, all 3 of the lords being KO'd in one fell swoop. I think that was a pretty cool play right there. Yeah. Heresy Setcher shouldn't be served. Sikander said elf victory. Well, you know, you had a 2 in 4 chance of getting that there. You know, the 2 elvish factions, so it's pretty strong. We got Coast for Black Phillip. We're on a very small map now, though. Falcon is going Wood Elves this time. He's like, I want that Wood Elf victory. Dog, why are you trembling, dude? Hope you're doing all right. Oh, the Wookiee photo? Yeah, that's Wookiee. Yeah, he was very young in that photo. Well, not young. He's probably like 6 years old. It was a long time ago, man. Much despair was had. Tremble mortals and despair. Oh, Arrow and Bonus for Spread both selected dwarves. No, okay. Looks like Bonus is switching. So, oh god. I mean, if it's just 2, that's fine. I just don't want to cast 4 dwarves or 3 dwarves or 3 of any faction for that matter. Yeah. Hilgi saying, you get a steamy date night with 1 character from Warhammer Fantasy. Who do you pick and why is it Karl Franz? Yes. Franz is indeed the man. So it's going to be Cults of Sotek, Coast, Dwarves. It's a small map, dudes. This is really like just a ferocious, quick cockfight of a map. I don't know, man. You know, we got to change the tactics here. 4-way dwarf battle, dude. Don't even, Nate. I know you're part of the Dukes of Haggard, but don't even put that evil out there. Don't do it. Wookiee is an absolute unit, man. I have a lot of ridiculous pictures of the Wookiee. I can show you guys some other ones. We got time to kill, and you know today's stream is just shooting the shit anyways. We're just having fun together, just hanging out, enjoying life. Okay, hold on. Let me find you. I'm trying to find the most like gargoyle picture of Wookiee I can find. Oh man, where are they? Let me go find some gargoyle pictures of Wookiee. Wookiee, where art thou, my little minion? You're such a creature of a dog. Oh, I gotta go to albums. Dude, I don't know what it is. I used to be so like on top of like tech and like social media platforms, and it's like now I'm just like struggling to find like basic functions. Oh my god, this is such a funny picture of the Wookiee. I have a couple good ones to share with you guys. All right, so let's see what the factions have been picked. All right, so it's going to be Norska. Falcon is going Wood Elves. I think Falcon wants to get vengeance for last game. Like, he felt the wrath of the Wood Elves, and now he wants to inflict that same suffering on his opponents. But Falcon's probably going to go for a Wild Rider rush with, like, Helm of Discord on this map. Arrow's Chaos, Black Phillip is Coast, and bonus for spread is Norska. So yeah. All right. So which one is that? So let me get the pictures. Let's have some fun. Man, some new reveals today in 40K too. Unfortunately, there was a Death Guard reveal, which was pretty cool. Okay, let's get the Wookiee. Here we go. Image. Wookiee 2. Where art thou? This is a classic one. This is like, I don't know what like prompted this photo, but he was like, I think he got startled by something, like our other dog like pounced on him, and yeah, that's an OG one right there. Satisfy the grudge. 4-way Dawi Air Force battle. Oh my god. So that was Wookiee. I don't know when that photo was taken. Probably like 2013. We'll make a collage here on screen. There you go. Here's me with Wookiee. This one was actually pretty funny. This is, I think it was Wookiee too. Let me check. So this is me and Wookiee when I, like, shortly after, not shortly after we got him, I would say like a reasonable amount of time, but hold on. Yeah. And see, I have the Star Wars shirt on, the Wookiee shirt. And yeah. He looks like a little bush. Oh yeah. Look at him. He's such a little gremlin. Oh man. You gotta love it, man. It's a Wookiee species, a rare one. Anyways, I don't feel like looking at myself, so we'll take that one down. We'll leave the other one up. All right, so it looks like Black Phillip and Falcon are ready. Aerocrastic and Bonus for Spread still picking away at their armies. Dude, I have so many funny pictures of Wookiee I could share with you guys. Oh my god. There's so many. All right, perfect. Yeah, he looks more like an Ewok. In retrospect, it's like... He's very old now, though. Wookiee's, how old is he? He's like 14. Yeah, he was looking pretty fly back then, but now he's much more like decrepit and old, but yeah, that's why we love him, so. Slash, he's let that hair, and I'm not talking the dog. Oh, man. I know, we had the same haircut in that picture. Don't feed him after midnight, I know. Gremlins was a great movie. I watched that a couple months ago. I got back to watching that, which was fun. Has there been any dwarf action? Not yet. I'm surprised. Dwarves in FFA, especially on this map, wouldn't be bad. But the one thing about dwarves is they do lack the mobility, so sometimes they just get ignored. And they just don't get enough points to win in the end, even if they're the last man standing. Our other dog? Oh, you guys want to see Lola? We don't have a lot of pictures of her. She's very, like, she doesn't like to be held, so it's, like, hard to, like, get her in pictures. But I have some I could share with you guys. I don't know. Yeah, I'll find you some... Lola pictures after this. She's like a terrier chihuahua mix. She's just like an unholy terror. Like every morning we get like woken up by her, just a cacophony of barking. And all right, so let's get into the battle here. Hey, we have a donation from Mafro Afro. Amazing hosting as usual. You are the standard for Total War Warhammer 2 battle casting. Hell yeah, dude. That's quite the compliment. Mafro Afro. Thank you, dude. Why does Turin look like Dark Crystal Dog? Oh yeah, well, if you're talking about the light in my room, or I'm not sure if you're referring to Dark Crystal, the original or the new series, but you guys have to grieve for the mullet. It's a grieving process. It's not going to happen overnight. You guys, will have to adjust in time. No, I can't get Lola on camera though, because she like if I hold her, she like tenses and freaks out, and her heart starts beating super fast. So she doesn't like to be held. So, so I don't like to pick her up unless she really jumps on me and is at like kind of like letting me know. But I do have some pictures. Yeah. I think I have some on the. Yeah, I'll check after this. Yep, exactly. Little ball of energy and fear. So for the Coast Army, I mean, this is a very small map. We're on Troll Country now, so obviously the players are going to be going fisticuffs. It does change up the playstyle. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Oh God, Falcon with the Wild Rider Rush. I 100% knew this was going to happen. And what's cool is like a strategy like this, if you think your opponents are going to gang up on you, it's good because it puts you like in a position where they can't do their thing as easily. So Falcon going for a mass Wild Rider Dryad Rush. He's got, who's his lord? Oh baby, it's Mel Gibson. It's Orion. The horn of the Wild Hunt shall sound once more in the deep. As the Dark Lord Mel Gibson will lead his charge, his people shall collapse on the filthy undead ranks. So for Black Phillip, it's going to be a gun line. Oh, but there's a bloaty hiding in a tree, so he does have a bloated corpse. 2 bloated corpses, a couple mortars, bombers, Count Noctilus. Very much like a defensive coast build. Not too much to really get into about that. Wild Riders on both sides. For the Force of the Bonus First Bred, it's going to be a Condom Wolf Rush, so he's going to be wrapping up the old world in those sweet, sweet Condom Wolves. Looks like he's got a bunch of them. So yeah, 5 Condom Wolves, a Werekin, Wolfric on horseback, and a bunch of Marauders. So yeah, very much just like a move forward and go Fisticuffs army. That army's actually quite good against Arrow's against Falcon's army. And for Arrowcrastic here in the back, he's got Marauder Horsemen. He's got Archaon the Everchosen. A bunch of Halberds, actually. So Halberds on both sides with Mirror Guard. Like, this army, if Falcon tried to rush this Chaos army, he would have a really bad time against all these Halberds. Yeah, but he chose the right prey. Coast is certainly a good army to rush. You can mitigate the gun threat. And yeah. Dude, Mel Gibson's coming so hard. Falcon actually won the last faction war using... or not the last one, but one of the faction wars. I think it was the last one with Wood Elves. And he won the last game with a Wild Rider rush with Mel Gibson against Anticity's Vampire Coast. Dude, it was like one of the best games we've had on the channel. Yeah. Condom Wolves. I call them Condom Wolves because I feel like Skin Wolf sounds like a condom brand. I know I've had to explain that on pretty much every stream. But, you know, it's a fair question. It's pretty absurd. Dude, Mel Gibson is not going to let them take his life or his freedom. Orion is here on the flank, and he's here to stay. But I'm really curious if Falcon will notice the bloated corpse hiding in the tree before it's too late. Because, like, one bloat could just annihilate any of these units if it's able to make contact. So Falcon is going to be collapsing on the Coast Army. He hates undead in general, so I understand this. So Wild Riders on this side. Oh, I want to watch all the bloats, but how can I? Oh, here comes something. Looks like it's going to be a pendulum from the Branch Wraith. Will Mel Gibson discover the bloat? It looks like he does. He's going in. Oh, yeah, get them hooves going. Oh, but he runs past it. He runs past it. How quick will Black Phillip react with the bloats? On this side, the bloat does explode, and it looks like it just friendly fired its own troops, so he got kind of dunked on there. This bloat's just kind of standing by the tree. I think that Black Phillip might be a little bit overwhelmed by Falcon's rush. I mean, there's literally Wild Riders collapsing everywhere. Mel Gibson is battling the crabs, of course, but you can see so much damage coming in. The gun line is melted, the artillery is getting melted, the handguns on the flanks are melting. Oh, dude, I just want to see what happens with this bloat. Come on. Oh, Mel Gibson sees it, I think. I think he sees it. Oh, he's got the spear! Oh, wait, what happened? The attack animation got canceled. He must have been given a different order. Okay, come on, give it to us, Mel. Give it to us. Give it to us. Oh, he sticks the bloaty, but it doesn't blow up. Just a pretty big target to hit right there. So here it comes again. He's just going to keep throwing spears at the bloat. He should just go attack it in melee, but I think Falcon's trying to make you guys laugh. Anyways, Wild Riders are just sweeping through the battle lines. I mean, this Vampire Coast army is getting eviscerated by the Wild Rider rush. Just absolute destruction. Absolute destruction. But now the Condom Wolves are in position. The Skin Wolf rush is here. And they're like, we want a piece of that. And they're getting in there and chasing down Falcon's forces. So the Werewolves of Norska certainly could get some really good damage here against the Wild Riders with their bonus versus large. Shit is just getting absolutely hog wild in this game. Cincinnati a VA. I will get Wookiee a biscuit. Well, I'll get him some special wet food because he doesn't do well with biscuits. But thank you, Cincinnati. Appreciate that one. So Falcon pulling back now, and it looks like Arrowcrastic has also gotten some Marauder Horsemen, and he's kind of trolling the flank. He's picking off some of the Sisters of Thorn, who do not have shields and only have 15 armor. So Arrow's trying to get in on the action. Of course, Falcon pulls ahead very quickly, but, dude, the bonus for his bread is just hunting him, dude. It's like the Duran Duran song, Hungry Like the Wolf, dude, just all over him. But it looks like Wild Riders will turn around and countercharge the Skin Wolves here. Do the Skin Wolves have enough support? They are currently cursed. Archaon the Everchosen's getting in here as well, and oh, dude, a huge burning head from Archaon. Oh no! Falcon's forces just get cooked! And so do the Condom Wolves. Granted, it won't hurt them quite as bad, but that did a bunch of damage right there. He gave Arrowcrastic some pretty good points, I'm sure. But here in the back, you can see the Marauders are coming in, and they're going to be super happy about this. They get to come in and clean up the Vampire Coast forces, the Bombers and the Halberds. And, you know, Vampire Coast can't really fight back. Like, all their guns and cannons are offline, and this is a great situation here for Norse. They're going to be able to get some solid value. Coast has kind of stabilized a pocket of sorts. They have handguns here and Noctilus. The Skin Wolf Werekin, though, is hunting Big Boy, and yeah, we got a big scrap here. I mean, Falcon is going ahead on points, but again, Arrowcrastic's Doom Legion is coming. The Halberds will eventually get here, but the Skin Wolves are incredibly effective against Wild Riders. Like, they trade very well, but Wild Riders also kill Skin Wolves very well. So it's a little bit of back and forth, but there are the Maws of Savagery here. The Balefiend of Fire is coming as well. I would imagine we're going to get like a Flaming Sword of Ruin, but here you can see the Skin Wolves are actually breaking due to terror routes, because a lot of people don't know that Mel Gibson or Orion actually does cost terror. So Orion is able to terror out all the Skin Wolves. Look at them all running for the hills. That is actually really big, and Falcon is going to be able to pursue and get some good points. Norska continuing to just kill, you know, zombies across the board. So deckhand mobs here kind of getting grinded down. Halberds here getting grinded down as well. And yeah, I mean, it's a good engagement for Norska. Granted, losing all the Skin Wolves there is quite punishing. You can see Black Phillip, the Vampire Coast, despite taking such a beating, has been able to kind of stabilize a little bit. So you can see here he does have some handgun mobs that are back online. And Count Noctilus is sitting here and basically just shooting at whatever he wants. Going after, I would imagine, Wild Riders and or Skinwolves. Those are both pretty choice targets to shoot down. So is there a chance that we could see a Coast comeback? I don't know. The Chaos Infantry is just so slow to get across the battlefield. They're finally getting here. Aerocrastic is really, really far behind on points. But he certainly could still scrap his way back into this game. I mean, there's a lot left to be taken out here, but Falcon really has that nice mobile force. And yeah, it's just kind of getting so many points all over the place. And, you know, he's taking casualties, but not the worst. Horn of the Wild Hunt sounded by Mel Gibson. A charge bonus of 100 here on the Wild Riders as they charge in to finish off the last of the Vampire Coast army. You know, Vampire Coast is pretty squishy as it pertains to their infantry. So definitely getting in here and trying to get some free kills on all these gun units and crumble them down. It's going to be quite sweet. Here we have Chaos Marauders here from Aerocrastic on the hunt. Archeon the Everchosen is running from Mel Gibson. Running back to his halberds. You don't want to mess with Mel. Mel is very scary and, of course, does have anti-large. Looks like now Mel Gibson is going to be battling the extra-large Skinwolf Condom, the Skinwolf Hurricane, the Magnum Skinwolf, and he's winning. Mel Gibson will beat the shit out of this guy. And you can see he's at his... I don't know why I said that, but it's true. But the Skinwolf Hurricane is taking a lot of damage, and Mel Gibson is just so alpha. He's able to chase him back. Archeon coming in with the rear charge, though. Aerocrastic not to be left in the shadows. The Lord of the End Times coming in as well, and trying to team up here on Orion, which is a good call. If he can, you know, basically do anything to take away Falcon's advantage on the points, that's going to be quite strong. Oh, Ryan, the Cloak of Isha is activated. The Hounds of Gibson here, but Archeon got so much damage on Orion, and he is hunting him down. I don't think Orion is going to survive this. Archeon the Everchosen, no games here, man. 637, does Mel have anything to save him here? It doesn't look like it. I mean, he's very much on his own. Skinwolf Hurricane is actually broken. It looks like Falcon could pull in some Wild Riders to try and save him, which would be huge, because Orion does, of course, heal. But Aerocrastic really, really coming in, trying to finish the deal. Like, he's blocking with the Marauder Horsemen, trying to make sure that the Wild Riders can't come in and save those guys. But Falcon is going to commit to the rescue efforts here. Orion's Cloak of Isha is so powerful, though. So for those of you guys who don't know it, Orion, when he gets very low, he gets a huge ward save, and he also starts to heal himself. It makes it very difficult to actually kill him. He's got good mass, too, so he is able to run away here, but... Here comes the Sisters of Thorn charging in, and they do block Archeon, and Orion is able to get away despite the Marauder Horseman fire. He's at 288. He's so damn low. This bad boy's just trying to get away. Oh, my goodness. 290. I think Archeon's going to get him. Here comes the charge of Archeon, and Orion has fallen before the Lord of the End Times. The Chaos Hordes of Aerocrastic do slay the Lord of Falcon. Now, Falcon still has a pretty good little mobile pocket. He's got his Wild Riders here, but... Heroes Chaos is creeping its way back into this game. I mean, all you have to do is get up to Falcon's 10, 11,000 right now. Yeah, but also, you know, Bonus for his bread could still win this game too. He's got a ton of Skinwolves. Like, and he's got Wolfric. I mean, he's got a lot of stopping power. And you can see Falcon's army is about to be pinned in here. Yeah, Falcon was trying to retreat from Arrow, and he got attacked by the Skinwolves and, you know, the big goon squad here. It looks like Earthblood going down. Falcon's getting good points from this. A Burning Head coming down from Archeon as well. It's going to be roasting the Wild Riders. And, yeah, the Skinwolves are able to break Falcon's forces. I think Falcon is officially pretty close to being eliminated from this game. And somehow freaking Black Phillip is still alive. I have no idea how this is the case. But he's going on like a champ here. He's got Count Noctilus blasting into the Mirror Guard. He's got his crabs here. But I think that's pretty much it. Ooh, Arrow actually has some Chosen, too. Check this out. Man, he's got actual Chosen. Those guys are metal. Got Halberds coming in. But the Skinwolves are here. Is there going to be a last alliance formed? I wonder if anybody's going to try. I mean, currently Falcon's pretty far ahead on points, but dude, Archeon has been an absolute beast this game. He's just been hunting and slaying all these lords. I mean, the Skinwolf Hurricane is weak to fire too, so if he uses Flaming Sword, he doesn't have it. Okay, but Skinwolf Hurricane definitely going to get KO'd by Archeon. Really good methodical play here by Aerocrastic, climbing his way up the scoreboard. He needs to get within 2,000 or so points of Falcon, which is not going to be an easy feat. Although, granted, we still do have some, coast for him to work on. I think all that Falcon has left is the Branch Wraith. He's got the Branch Wraith, and that's pretty much it. So Falcon, all he's rocking is that Branch Wraith. That's so funny. I could just imagine Falcon, like, running with this, like, microing this one Branch Wraith. Oh, I think he's going after Arrow. Let's see. Oh, my God, that's so funny. What is he going to do with it? I don't know. I don't want to focus too much on it. It's not, like, the most important thing, but... Could still have like pendulums and things like that. And that's the thing too. The Skinwolves are healing and they're so mobile too. Like, so it turns out here in the fourth quarter, Bonus vs. Bread is the only player to have like a huge mobile force that's still very impactful. So he's just going to pick off any freebies he can. Granted, there are a lot of halberds on the battlefield. You know, that's something else. A nice bombardment coming in here from Black Phillip, who's currently, you know, rocking second place pretty hard. But Archeon is like, dude, Archeon is not having any mercy. He's not letting anyone escape. Now he's hunting down Count Noctilus on this beast, and yeah, he's going to be able to hit him pretty hard here. In the meantime, Chaos cleaning up the Branch Wraith. Falcon looks like he's about to be eliminated, but he's got a pretty good lead right now. So, you know, what Falcon wants to happen, obviously he has no control over it, but he wants bonus for spread to get the most points, but not enough to, you know, catch up to him. So basically he wants Aerocrastic and Black Phillip to be denied points. So Arrow is going to be farming here. You can see Count Noctilus will be going down, not super quick, but, you know, Archeon will eventually get him there. We also have halberds. These Chaos Warriors and these Chosen with halberds should be able to grind down these Krabos. Chosen are going to be very, very tough to kill. Damn, Turin is on, and I want to watch some Magic. Dude, you got to have 2 screens, man. Dual box. You know, watch the Magic games when we're in between games here, when we got a battle going on here, come back here, you know. Some tactical play, my friend. Some tactical play. So now the Condom Wolves are charging in, but, I mean, it's going to be a pretty rough effort for them because Arrow's army is just heavy metal, dude. It is so thick. Wolfric the Wanderer going after Count Noctilus, who appears to be a punching bag for free points for all these players here. Fight or Die is active. But yeah, I mean, the inexorable advance of this Halberd box is going to be too much. I don't think the Condom Wolves are going to be able to do it. Here they come. They're hungry like the wolf, and they're charging in, getting a lot of those atomic overhand pimp slaps. Ooh, a big Sea Fang going down from Wolfric. Actually tears through the Marauders and then charging back in with the Skin Wolves again. Bonus for spread, putting up a great scrap, man, but I think Aerocrastic's Chaos is going to get this. He's closing in on Falcon very, very quickly. And now, you know, so if Aerocrastic wins this, oh, a Flamestorm as well? Dude, hell yes. Give us that sweet, sweet Flamestorm. Oh, but it goes in and hits some of the Skin Wolves too. It keeps going through those Chaos Warriors. Dude, this is what FFA is all about, man. That's what FFA is all about. And the Skin Wolves are pulling back. Halberds are closing in on Noctilus. He's got 45 speed, so he can't outrun baseline infantry. But now, in the War of Subjugation, Archeon is just going to be giving Wolfric the business. And Wolfric can fight Archeon on his Mammoth, but not on horseback. Archeon will destroy him. Another Burning Head and a Flamestorm. Look at just all this fire everywhere. Just absolute anarchy. And here you can see Wolfric has been slain. Dude, talk about the Hunter of Champions. Holy shit. Archeon has killed Orion this game. He's killed Skinwolf Werekin. He's going to take out Noctilus. He just took out Wolfric. It looks like your boy Archeon is the true Hunter of Champions. Skinwolves are broken. I don't know what Falcon's still doing. Does he have that Branch Wraith somewhere? Yeah, Branch Wraith is just being chased off by the Marauder Horseman on the edge of the map here. Yeah, I think Arrow's got this. He's very... Oh, yeah, he's actually in first now. He is actually in first place. And there's no way that... I mean, maybe if a Grand Alliance formed, but I think it's too late. I think Mordor has successfully isolated, you know, Gondor, and Rohan did not come to their aid. The Skin Wolves, a lot of them actually rally right to the edge of the battlefield, so bonus for spread might be able to get some scraps here. They're still regenerating too. Skin Wolves quite scary. Here they come, charging into the Marauder hordes. You can see a lot of fighting going on here. Dude, there was some sweet spells going on. Yeah. It was a California gender reveal party. Yeah. For any of you guys who don't know, like, the big California fire was actually started by a gender reveal party. They must have had some fireworks or some sort of pyrotechnics. And it was all because of a gender reveal party, a couple wanting to reveal the gender of their child. And in the process, burning down pretty much half of California. Yep, and here comes big boy. Noctilus getting taken out as well. Archeon showing why he is the Lord of the End Times. Certainly pretty impactful here. He's able to really rotate around, use his magic very efficiently. And Falcon has been eliminated here. Aerocrastic is going to go up with 2 wins. So if Aerocrastic is to win the next game, then that will be the king of the hill, and Aerocrastic will win. So if we do end the stream early, like after this next one, if Arrow happens to win it, we'll do some other, maybe I'll do some quick battles or something like that too. So Rohan only has 1 Branch Wraith left, yes. So now it's basically just Norska. It's just the Condom Wolves just kind of running about. There's no way they can win this. I mean, yeah, they're all shattered here. Looks like we got some Skin Wolves over here who are about to engage some Halberds. And yeah, the Bale Fiend is fighting the Mirror Guard here. Mirror Guard will be able to win this also. Bale Fiend's a pretty good armor-piercing monster, but bonus for spread, you know, making his valiant last stand here. Mirror Guard have 45 melee attack against 35 melee defense, so they'll be able to chip this guy down. It'll take some time, but it'll get there. TNT Moose, I'm doing very good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And there you go. Down goes the forces of the coast, Norsca and Wood Elves. Aerocrastic is up with 2 wins here in this game, my friends. Let us go ahead and get the glorious FFA scoreboard. hand designed by yours truly. And upgrade this. Aerocrastic with 2 wins. All Aero needs to do to win today's tournament, and the $25 cash prize is win the next game. But all of his opponents know this. So I would imagine there's going to be some schemes and, some backstabbing and all sorts of good stuff. So Watcher's Peak is actually a really fun FFA map. So we can do that. Map set. GG. Seems like there's very little lag, so we seem to be in good shape. Life is good. Life is good indeed. Excited to see everybody gang up on Arrow. I think Arrow will know this, and he's probably going to do a Vanguard build now, like to get away from it, because if he Vanguards, like, they can't quite get to him if he positions himself in such a way. So there are tactics here. Like, if you're expecting your opponents to come after you, I think, Dog says, I'm trembling in despair at the scoreboard. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. So he says, Turin, they had the car burn the tires to reveal smoke, and they caught... Oh, okay. Wow. Jeez. Well, guys, we're making the progress. We're getting through the glorious, dreaded FFA tournament. Thank you guys for joining. We have 1,400 people here. That's pretty sweet, man. Apparently you guys enjoy this ridiculous format. All right, Aerocrastic, that's smart. If you're going to get jumped by multiple players, just go like Mortis Engine Vampires, dude. I like that. Aerocrastic going for counts. Falcon going for Empire. Black Phillip with High Elves and bonus for his bread is going to go with the dreaded Dark Elves. Yes. Nurgle's chosen. Wookiee is definitely Nurgle's chosen. One of Nurgle's blessed champions. There is a Skaven on the scoreboard. Skarsnik triple Arachnarok. Yeah, that was my FFA build. I brought Skarsnik with triple Arachnarok to give them stock, and then I also gave them the stealth ability, the Night Shroud, so I could like sneak around the map with 3 spiders. It was really fun. No, it's not Ultra Funds, it's basic funds. FFA, Ultra Funds would be super laggy, so yeah. Corner camp with organ guns? No, because people will just ignore you, and then you won't get enough points. Or you get swarmed, and then like the same thing happens, which isn't good. Would you be able to do coaching, or how? I sent a Discord message a while back. It's tricky for me because I can't play too many games right now. But if you're looking for coaching, TNT Moose, shoot me a message again. Aerocrastic does do coaching. I'm not sure if Falcon does, but Aerocrastic does, and obviously he's one of the best players of all time in Total War Warhammer. So, I mean, I would definitely refer you to him. Like he is a better player than I am, and he can. Though I could coach you and do a decent job, he would do a better job. Yeah. Autogen FFA. I like to see cohesive tactics. Like, I think that's what makes the FFA fun. These weird strategies and different things like that. So, the ranged builds won some games, though, Lyrian. We had the ranged build win when Aerocrastic was Wood Elves. He went with a mass Wood Elf ranged kite build and was able to win. We've had them win and lose. I mean, Aero played mass range and won. He played a slow and steady kind of chaos push build and was able to win also. Falcon won the first game. I'm trying to remember what build he used exactly. Yeah, with a Bretonnian Grail Knight build. So different tactics can win. Yeah. Different tactics can win. They can indeed. Oh, yeah, stretching them arms out. Also, guys, if you haven't seen it, we have the second episode of the... let me get you guys a link. For some reason, YouTube didn't send out notifications today, so maybe I'll share it with you guys right here. We can do it to it. Dun, 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 dun.
And it is a hoot.
Sorry, it's probably playing in the background. So, gotcha. I don't know why I can't pause it. It's called Serpent Queen. Serpent Queen. Guys? Gotcha. All right. Cool. So if you guys haven't seen, the second episode of the Dreaded Haggard podcast is out. So here's a link to that if you guys are curious. I was joined by Lore Master of Sotek, and what we talked about was books, Warhammer fantasy books that are good for beginners, like to get into the lore. So if you guys are interested in that, and also, what is that website called? Like, what is this damn hosting service I have? Something's Buzz? Yeah, I think it's Buzz. And yeah, if you guys are looking to see the other podcast episodes, you can also download the first episode I had with Aerocrastic right here. So that's the Dreaded Haggard podcast website on Buzzsprout. So right there, I have the first podcast with Aerocrastic where we talk about the most annoying units in the game, and the second one is with Lore Master of Sotek. So I'm going to be doing weekly episodes, one a week, maybe two, depending on the guests. The next one is going to be actually probably with Felcon. We're going to talk about counterpicks for every faction. So it's going to be like Warhammer Fantasy, Warhammer 40k, Total War Warhammer. Those are going to be like the general subjects we talk about. So if you guys haven't seen those, make sure to check it out. It's a fun listen. It's a fun listen. All right, very good. I know the podcast name is pretty great. All right, looks like all 4 players are ready. So it's going to be Dark Elves, High Elves, Counts, and Empire here in this match. I'll check it out worst. You know, Armando, if you'd actually like to join me on it, we could do some, we could talk about painting techniques, if you'd be interested. I mean, I've only had 2 episodes, and, you know, you're more than welcome to jump on there with me. We could talk about, like, the basics for painting and, like, what are some pitfalls and, you know, all that sort of good stuff. I think that could be really cool. Oh, Legend is more than welcome to join. If he messages me and, you know, says he wants to, yeah, absolutely. I don't want to, like, troll people, you know, like, go out and harass people to be on it. Like, it's if people want to join and we have an interesting subject to discuss or they have an expertise that is pertinent to the community, then, yeah. All right, one sec. Hey, Shish Kebab, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, keep on trucking, Bro Slice. Love watching your videos. Right on, man. Right on. If you want to do a multiplayer podcast episode on getting into multiplayer, let me know. Yeah, Wicked, absolutely, man. Dude, we absolutely can, 100%. My friend. Money on Falcon. Well, he's down a game right now. Aerocrastic's currently up, so if Aero wins this, he wins the tournament. So do I? No, I don't. When I paint. So the main army I'm painting right now is Chaos Space Marines. I didn't burn out on my Death Guard, but their playstyle in 9th edition, the Death Guard armies have evolved in a way which I really don't like. So 9th edition Death Guard, you basically just spam like vehicles, defilers, and Mephitic Blight Haulers, which I don't like those units. I like Death Guard infantry, which just they're better, but it's still not the competitive way to play them. So I'm kind of like shelving my Death Guard for now. I'm playing CSM, and I'm building a huge infantry-based army. It's going to run 20 Possessed, 20 Corn Berserkers, a bunch of Rhinos, like a really aggressive either World Eaters or Agents of Bile or Creations of Bile. Like, I like infantry armies, and Death Guard has kind of gotten into just spamming vehicles, which I don't find fun. But yeah, so what I do when I paint my minis for my Black Legion, I obviously prime them in Chaos Black, and from there I dry brush them. Well, our Lady Turin dry brushes them, but we dry brush them in Thunderhawk Blue, like really aggressively. So that gives you a really nice edge highlight on all the black. And because if you just do pure black, it doesn't look that good. So I edge highlight them with that. And then from there, I just do the base, you know, I base out the colors. And I mean, I could do a whole rant about that, guys, but yeah. All right, my friends, and now it is time. Let us do battle. No, Steve tapping. Death Guard infantry are good, but the most optimal way to play Death Guard now, like the ones that are winning, are like Defiler and using the Plague Company of the Poxmongers, which I don't care for that much. Yeah. I'm going to use, like, I love, like, aggressive infantry rushes. That's, like, my favorite way to play that game. Yeah. Like, I used to love doing Poxwalker hordes. Anyways, guys, let's talk about Warhammer. This battle. So, for the forces here, Black Phillip, he's going with a dreaded Air Force. He's got Peckless and 2 Dragons, Spearmen, and Reavers. So, certainly a pretty nasty goon squad. For your boy, Bonus First Bread, he's got Black Guard, Shades, Witch Elves, some Helabroni, and Hydra. And for Aerocrastic's Vampire Legion, remember, guys, they need to take out Aero. He's in first place here. He's got 2 wins. He's got Zombies, Skeleton Warriors into the Sunset, and it looks like it's going to be triple Blood Knight with double Black Coach. This is a pretty nasty build, actually. Double Banshee, double Black Coach, Blood Dragon Vampire Lord with Blood Knights. That is a real powerhouse. And now for Falcon's army. It's got a bunch of Pistoliers, a massive horde of Knights of the Blazing Sun. Oh, yeah, dude. Penta Knights of the Blazing Sun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's so good. He does also have a Bright Wizard and a bunch of Spearmen. That is going to be it. Oh, White Scars are really powerful for sure. Well, and what's really cool, not to get back into this again, but all Space Marine models are going to be getting 2 wounds. So eventually Khorne Berserkers will have 2 wounds, and they'll be much more durable and survive those rushes better. So Peklis is here. Yeah, and Peklis has got that scary Air Force. Boris Todbringer is here, the man of Middenheim. And this is the true King of the Hill map. You can see the Empire's rushing for the top of the hill. The Vampire Counts are rushing for the top of the hill. And yeah, Aerocrastic's coming for blood, dude. He's coming. He's charging down the hill. You can see the 2 Banshees are leading with the Black Coach. Blackguard are like, form ranks! Oh, but they're not going to get there in time. They're not fully formed. Oh, and Arrow pulls back at the last second, sends in the Banshees. Dude, Arrow, you got to watch out for these Witch Elves, man. If those Witch Elves are able to rampage like any of these targets, that's going to be bad news bears. In the meantime, the High Elf Force collapsing from this flank. So this Dark Elf army of bonus first bread very much going to be getting sandwiched. But yeah, they need to go after Aerocrastic because if he wins this, the game's over. But it looks like Falcon's got that covered. Oh, guys, look. The Rohirrim are coming down the hill. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Look at it. Dude, Boris Todbringer charging. The sunset in the background. The Knights of the Blazing Sun coming down the hill to ride down some zombies. Okay, screw the rest of the battle for a second. Let's get the Knights of the Blazing Sun with their huge charge down the hill. Here they come. So yeah, zombies going to get melted pretty good, but this is a big important fight here. We have Blackguard fighting 2 Banshees, and it looks like a huge Doombolt came down doing some fat damage, and an attempted spell cast on the Blackguard was canceled because they moved, which is a good play. And yeah, High Elves are kind of just trolling about. I would imagine some big breath attacks are going to be coming in. Blasting Scroll as well from Wrathy. Nuking, but yeah, that Star Dragon, you could tell. He's got a full chub for a breath attack here. Using it on either the Shades and or those Blackguard is going to be super nice. Now up on the hill, we have a big pit fight. We have Boris Todbringer and the Blood Knights fighting. Knights of the Blazing Sun collapsing on the top. Pistoliers getting in position on this little choke point right here. And yeah, it's going to be time to Royal Rumble. The Black Coach is here, of course, very strong in combat. Knights of the Blazing Sun are doing good. Some of the Blood Knights are getting melted. It actually looks like the battle's going quite well for the Empire. Many of the Blood Knights are in horrible shape here. A Burning Head coming down here from Falcon on the low ground is going to be tearing through some of the zombies and the Blackguard as well. And High Elves in the meantime are basically just poking away trying to kill the Shades, but the High Elf Monster Goon Squad is going to be quite nasty. But it would appear Falcon is in a pretty good position, largely because Falcon's entire army collapsed on Aerocrastic, whereas Aerocrastic had his Banshees and a couple high-value assets in his army fighting here on the low ground as well. So it looks like more Witchcraft is going to come down right here. I think this is going to be... We just saw a Burning Head. It's going to be... Oh, the Fiery Convocation from Tekla is going to be going. It looks like the players know they need to kill Aerocrastic here, and you can see a big burn coming in after those skeletons. And the Knights of the Blazing Sun, though some are broken, they were able to do lethal damage against the Blood Knights. But Aerocrastic is in first place, so it looks like he was actually able to turn that battle around, but now State Troopers are coming to help. Oh no, Toddy's in trouble! Boris Todbringer is being pinned down by all the Blood Knights. Aerocrastic certainly in pretty good shape here as he is able to break back Toddy, but Falcon needs to make sure not to lose too much. Enough that he can keep scrapping. Dude, yeah, this is a real close one. On the low ground, Bonus First Bread and his Shades and these other troops are defeating the High Elves to an extent, it looks like, in terms of points at least. But the thing about the High Elves is they still have all of their, single entities alive. Hey, Garland Green, Turin, you bastard, get Lady T in your podcast and let her talk about painting techniques. If she wants to, absolutely. She's more than welcome to. But yeah, we're going to try and get some games of Baldur's Gate. That's going to be the plan. Garland, thank you for your support, man. Hope you guys are having fun in ESO. I wish I could play with you guys. I just wish I had the hand strength to play any MMO at this point. So Boris Todbringer in battle. The Empire has resecured its high ground position. Knights of the Blazing Sun have fallen back, and it seems like the Spearmen have gotten in combat, and they're certainly helping, but the dreaded double Black Coach is certainly a problem here. They're both a little bit damaged, but nonetheless, yeah, still a big threat. Pistoliers here, shooting at the Hydra, or what appears to be the Hydra. Maybe they should start shooting at the Black Coach. I think that should be their target priority. High Elves with their Reaver Archer squad are getting some good damage on the Shades with their superior range, and it looks like the breath attacks of the High Elves are probably starting to add up here on the low ground. Yeah, we will see. We will see how this goes, my friends. Here comes the big dragon. He's going to be dropping some fat breath attacks here on the Helibroni. You can see he's fiending for it, this dragon. Here it comes. No, he's just hanging out. He's just on vacation. But yeah, this is really the battle of battles here. Falcon is actually able to secure the lead. Dude, him and Aerocrastic, look at this right now. They are just fighting for it. Just absolutely fighting for it. And here comes Boris Todbringer, pouncing onto those Blood Knights. Now the Black Coach is crumbling. If Lady Turn and I were to do a podcast, I think we would... There's so many subjects we could talk about. Talk about how we met. That would be a fun one. Game of Thrones, any sort of, H.P. Lovecraft would be... Dude, that would be actually a really fun podcast to talk about the influence of of H.P. Lovecraft and like how it's reflected in Warhammer Fantasy. That would actually, I think, be a really cool topic. Yeah, and when we start playing Baldur's 3, we could talk about Baldur's 3 on there, or Baldur's Gate 3, because she knows like all the lore and the characters, so that would be a perfect one. Yeah, I'll definitely see if she wants to do that. So here, Falcon is, dude, him and Arrow, like, look at this score up here. Dude, it is just straight up going back and forth and back and forth. Just an absolute cockfight here. Serious stuff. But it looks like the Sons of Sigmar are able to secure the high ground position, and now Aerocrastic's Lord kind of stands alone. His black coaches are also surrounded. And Boris Todbringer's coming in. The Knights of the Blazing Sun are dragging down the dreaded black coach. Oh my god. The black coach is melting. I can't believe the Empire was able to win that scrap out, but I think the fact that Arrow lost his Banshees on the low ground was a big factor as well. But it's actually a really close game too. Bonus First Bread is potentially in a position to win it with all of his Shades and Witch Elves and whatnot, but you also have to remember that Black Phillip hasn't gotten too committed to fighting yet. He still has all of his dragons and monsters, which really could turn the tide of the game for pretty much, any player here. So, yeah, we will see. Yeah, the Chaos Demons, of course, are massively Lovecraftian, some more than others. I've talked to Lady Turin about this before. She's, like, super insightful about it. But, yeah, it would be really cool to see, like, if any of the Chaos Gods have, like, direct references to Lovecraft's work and, the different Chaos Gods, because Lady Turin knows all the Chaos Gods' names and their lore and, like, everything. Like, all the sub-characters. It's pretty awesome for sure. Yeah, but the Dark Elves still have some grind in them, man. Witch Elves and a Hydra here. We got Spears, we got Shades. Marathi still flying around and cackling. But, also, like, that Air Force for Black Phillip is going to be so tough to kill, considering how much brutal attrition Aerocrastic and Falcon took fighting on that high ground. I don't know if Falcon's army is going to be able to deal with that Flying Goon Squad. So the Black Coach here is crumbling down. Knights of the Blazing Sun are hunting this this bad boy. You can see it's disintegrating, -63, -121. Down you go, Sweet Prince, and it looks like Aerocrastic's army has been eliminated. But will Falcon be able to win this? Now, if Falcon wins the battle, he'll, of course, go up to a Fiery Convocation as well. Look at that, tearing through these guys. Actually goes through the Spears and some of the Blackguard also. But will Falcon be able to win it with how strong Bonus First Bread is? Bonus First Bread, of course, he's got the Hydra, he's got some Blackguard left, some Witch Elves. Although, I don't know, he's looking pretty tattered at this point, even though he's so up on points. Yeah, I mean, and then you have Black Phillip here with this nasty Goon Squad. He's just been sitting back this entire game. Like, keeping his Reavers back, keeping his Dragons, not really committing to any fights. And as a result, he is on the bottom of the point spectrum, but he could still come back here. It looks like a net going down. Oh, the Hydra's been netted. Oh, and a big Chungus Breath attack coming in. Hydra's HP, 3.7. Oh, the humanity down to 2,000. Negative leadership. It looks like the Hydra, the Chill of Sontar, might actually break. Aerocrastic still going strong with the Black Coach, but I'm fairly certain at this point in the game he's more or less eliminated. Falcon was able to catch him off guard, after Arrow had already committed to the low ground engagement. So what happened is Arrow came down and fought. Falcon collapsed on him while Arrow was fighting on two fronts, and the Knights of the Blazing Sun were able to do it to it. So, yeah, ammunition on those Reavers is running a little bit low. They have a little bit of poke left in them, going after some of the Witch Elves, but the High Elf Monster Squad is so terrifying here. Could we see a surprise comeback from Black Phillip? We might. A good Soul Stealer from Wrathy able to punish that blob pretty well, but Peckless is still here. The Chill of Sontar is being hunted down. The Knights of the Blazing Sun and the Sons of Sigmar, I mean, still a pretty healthy battle line. Falcon certainly has the potential to get a lot of points here. Pistoliers are pretty much out of ammo at this point, so that's not really going to happen. And it looks like Falcon's just going for free points. He's just trying to get ahead, like far enough ahead that Black Phillip can't catch him. Like, he wants to lose his army to anything that isn't the High Elves, but it's pretty much just High Elves left. I mean, Marathi is cackling and doing her thing. Maybe Marathi will come in and actually, support the Empire, but no, for the sake of continuing in this tournament, Marathi should be trying to goon the Empire here. They should be teaming up on, well, I guess Falcon only has one win. I mean, the only person who has had the threat of actually winning the tournament at that point was Aerocrastic, and he has been taken out. Fireball going downtown, tearing into the Reavers. And, yeah, that air squad is really nasty, though, man. That is a lot of meat, a lot of single entity stopping power. We still have Toddy, we still have Marathi. They need to work together, though, if they want to win, if they want to have any chance here. Dark Elves don't really have any chance. Bonus First Bread is pretty much out of the picture. Like, Marathi isn't going to be able to get enough value to carry this game home, in my opinion. Yeah, it's hard to say. Here comes the glorious Reavers. Yes, good Anakin. Let the boy watch. Knights of the Blazing Sun collapsing, finishing off the last of the High Elf Infantry. Something that is pretty funny is if that Falcon was able to actually get the Reavers off the battlefield, that would actually force the High Elf army to eventually land and fight. And we are using a very loose interpretation of the banner rules. So, you know, the players, of course, with single entities, I would, you know, make them fight if that's all that they had left. I mean, we have to be a little bit more relaxed, though, because FFA is a very strange environment for battle. So Witch Elves are broken, Reavers are kiting back. A little bit of ammo left on the Heralds of the Wind. The single entities up in the sky here doing their thing. And Pistoliers dropping a couple of the Reavers on the approach. So now comes the Battle of Battles. Looks like Reavers are going to be charging in. I think both players are agreeing to a form of Mortal Kombat. Boris Todbringer charging in, but now comes the big boys from the sky. You can see the dragons and all those scary beasties are going to be descending from the heavens, and Todbringer is definitely going to be paying the troll toll. Look at that. Look at that descent. Making Kalidor proud as those dragons descend on the Toadbringer. He doesn't really take too much damage on impact. It looks like there is going to be a burning head. Nice burning head there by Felcon. Able to rack up some serious points. But is Black Phillip going to get enough points to get on the board? That is the supreme question. Knights of the Blazing Sun and Spearmen might be able to do something here and drag these guys down. That's so much stopping power, though. Also, Marathi is a factor as well. Like, she's not going to win it, but she can be the party ruiner. Like, Marathi could come in and drop, like, a fat, just juicy Soul Stealer, which would certainly punish Felcon's blob more because of the amount of models he has here. Pistoliers in the back are lurking. It looks like the Reavers are broken down. Boris Todbringer is still fighting. He's still going. Felcon just has such good micro with, like, these monsters, man. He doesn't let them drop. Yeah, Marathi still lurking overhead, waiting to engage. Like, obviously, if Marathi is the only thing left for the High Elves, we're not going to be dickheads and, like, enforce her to engage. Like, unless she's, like, kiting or, like, draw kiting around the map or something. Like, we're going to be a little bit looser with our interpretations in free-for-all. Moondragons and company preparing to swoop back in. Felcon engaging against the last of the Heralds of the Wind, getting some pretty good points there. Pistoliers kiting the monsters where they can. And we're going to have a 4-way Royal Rumble. Yeah, it's going to be something, all right. Marathi is up in the sky, just cackling and being an evil, scheming Dark Elf. You know, that's what she does. Net of Amachok going down on Boris Toddy. And Toddy's getting melted pretty good, yeah. That net was quite sexy from Peckless. Breath attack and... Oh, a Fireball coming in, actually. That Moondragon's getting very low, but Toddy's got to be down for the count. Knights of the Blazing Sun might hold for a period of time. They do have magic resist, so that's quite nice against Peckless. Not against the other dragons. I believe Knights of the Blazing Sun do have good fire resist, too, don't they? Can't quite remember. No, they don't, actually. Just magic. For some reason, I was like, oh, maybe they have fire resist, but... Yeah, High Elves are going to route this position, but I don't know. Felcon's so far ahead on points. I don't think it's going to be enough because he's continuing to get points. Marathi's still just cackling, though. Yeah, Marathi definitely needs to come down here and scheme. I wonder what she's going to do. Like, who is she going to try and goon? Look at her. It's funny because I had that podcast with Lore Master of Sotek talking about Marathi and how much of, like, how evil she is. Like, how terrible of a person. This is, like, totally fitting of her personality. Another Fireball going down from Felcon actually is able to do a ton of damage against that Moondragon. And you can see he's still racking up so many points. Like, he might even break this frickin' Moondragon. Peckless, though, will be too hard to kill, I think. I mean, there are a fair amount of spears, and Felcon pretty much doing everything. He's throwing everything he can here to try and win this. Yeah. What is my opinion of the single entity problem? Well, I think it's only really pertinent. Like, okay, in multiplayer, single entities are strong, but the rules like the banner rules make them not, like, the most oppressive thing in the world. So I don't think there's a big problem there. Obviously, in campaign, spamming Doom stacks is really, you know, extremely powerful. But I don't think it's, like, a problem that is, like, super bad. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if we didn't have to make rules to adjust for them, but, you know, you can't have everything. It's a pretty complex game in that respect. So Marathi does come in and cackle, and she finishes off that Moondragon, or at least breaks it. And now, up in the sky, we have a Star Dragon. It looks like Felcon's army is in a bit of a mass rout right now. He might get some forces back. But is Black Phillip going to make enough to catch up? I don't think so. Felcon has 14.6 right now. And now Felcon would then be tying Aerocrastic for first place and the winner from there. But yeah, bonus first bread almost came back this game. Fireball coming in. Ooh, is it going to make contact? It does. 71 HP right there on that Moondragon. Even more points. And Marathi's coming in, actually going after the Bright Wizard. Just the scheming wench Marathi here just flying around. And she's just juking out these monsters. And it looks like Felcon probably will win this. I mean, and that just goes to show, like, Black Phillip, maybe if he had fought with his monsters early instead of being so conservative, could have won this game, you know? But instead, I mean, it's a risk. It's a risk. He could have won him, you know, sitting back, but he wasn't able to get enough points. And he might get up to like 10,000 by finishing off Marathi or maybe some like loose spearmen or something like that. But in that case, that's going to be the battle. Yeah. Hey, we have a donation from Spooky Vampire Counts. Have you seen The Witch 2015? I haven't seen that. Black Phillip is the goat in that. Isn't Black Phillip a joke from, I forget that comedian. So Felcon wins that one. Just barely. The High Elves almost came back with the last man standing, but let's go to the glorious high production quality FFA scoreboard. Yes, it is here. And Falcon's up too. So he's tied with Aerocrastic. So now it's like, I think Poison Ducky and Black Phillip need to form an alliance against Aero and Falcon. Although, like maybe they can coordinate, like direct message each other and scheme. Who knows? Yeah, we'll see. All right. So let's do the Shrine of Cain. Now let's do the Grove of Slaughter. The Grove of Slaughter kind of encourages like camping though. Oh, this is the best one, map set. I wish there was more FFA battles in cities like this. Yeah, this is my favorite FFA map, the Steppes of Aisha. It's so cool. It's like a city. Yeah. Yeah, I think Lady Turin has seen the Witch. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for sticking around. I hope all of you Dukes of Haggard folk are doing well. Dude, I just love saying Dukes of Haggard. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, it's good, Anakin. Good. So it looks like you're finally going to get dwarves, maybe? No, bonus versus bread looking at Cult of Sotek. So if Aero or Falcon win, it's GG. They are both at 2. I'm just reminding them in case they've forgotten. Aero and Falcon, man, scrapping. They are scrapping indeed. It was a good game. It was. No, it's not the Dudes of Haggard. It's the Dukes of Haggard. Although the Dudes of Haggard is fine also. I'm not going to complain. Wookiee is an Affin Pincher mixed with something. We don't really know. Like, we think Affin Pincher maybe with like some Pug ancestry. But yeah, Affin Pincher, Pug mixed with some other gremlin of some sort. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe for the next turn, instead of counting wins, add up all the points each person scores across 5 games. That's actually not a bad idea, Adam V. Because then it's like, you have a set amount of time to rack up points. Yeah, I don't know. I think first to 3 is good too, though. Yeah. Yeah, so we're doing it, man. We're doing it to it. The great bonus first bread. Oh, yeah, we got a green skin and Skaven army. Aerocrastic going Tomb Kings, Falcon going Lizards. You can tell they're all going to their strong factions now. They're like, no more games. Let us get down to business. Yeah. And Affin Pincher is a ratting dog. Yeah, I don't know if they're... I mean, Wookiee isn't really athletic. He's more of like a toy dog. Like, he's very small and not very muscular. Like, Wookiee definitely would not be good at hunting rats. Yeah, Pickle Buddha, I'm glad you're enjoying the formats. Next weekend, we have the Faction War. So next Saturday, guys, we have the big, thick Faction War. After that, the following weekend, we're going to have the ECL Grand Finals. And, of course, during the week, we're going to have, like, King of the Hills and other formats like that. So all sorts of good stuff coming. Like, streaming is my favorite part of Total War Warhammer, like, and, you know, working on YouTube. Like, eventually I will be streaming almost every day. Bobby Bopo, thank you for the fiber, man. Great stream, great dog, Haggard builds all day, baby. Thank you. Appreciate that donation. Yeah, life's good, man. I wanted to, like, talk to a mod or two and make a racetrack. Like, what I have a dream of doing a racetrack. So basically, we create a map that's like an actual racetrack with a Warhammer theme, and like each player gets to use one of the chariot lords, like Grom, Surtha Ek, etc. And they each get unique abilities that are like modded in, so they get like, you know, different, like Mario Kart type shit. Like, I thought that would be so funny to do that. Yeah. I don't know how to go about that, but I thought about like hiring a modder to make a map like that. I don't know how hard it would be. Grom the Paunch would have like an ability to like throw a shank of meat at someone or something, and it like, you know, slows them down. Like, they each get like Mario Kart-esque abilities. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a little bit of a Mogwai. You know, in retrospect, maybe naming him Mogwai would have been good. He doesn't even really like look like a Wookiee. He's definitely more of an Ewok-looking creature. Yeah. Yeah, the Gotrek and Felix books are great. Geralt of Rivia. I'm glad you're enjoying those. The Great Witcher himself is getting into Warhammer Fantasy. All right, so let's switch back here. Hold on. to the battle screen so you guys can see what factions they're playing. Dude, how fun would that be to have a chariot racing mod? Dude, Mandy was a trippy movie, yeah, with Nicolas Cage. Yeah, that was like a psychedelic experience. Alistair the White Lion gets a chariot too. Dude, I want to do that. That would be so much fun. Oh my god, just the Haggard chariot race. Turin, what's the best chariot unit in the game? Oh my god. Are we talking about, Dav, are we talking about single entities too? Like, you know, Grom the Paunch, you know, Kazrak, like that kind of shit? Or is it just like actual units? Because the only appropriate answer is Sirtha Ek. Dude, like, you could do so much with the map in this engine. Like, when it comes to, like, riding around on a cart. Yeah, like, they have, like, limited resources. Like, oh my god. I really want to make that map. We could also, like, give the dwarves a chariot. So we could just, like, we could have the Thorgrim Grudgebearer model be the dwarf chariot. And it could be given, like, you know, like, enough speed to keep up. So the throne bearers are just, like, sprinting. Dude. Oh my god, Thorgrim Grudgebearer is a chariot race. That would be so freaking funny. Yeah, a pump wagon. I think it'd be more fun with like legendary. Okay, so multi-models, dude. You know, I'm a little bit out of the loop right now, honestly, as it pertains to like the best chariot models. Oh god, I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin, Dov, to be honest. I mean, I think that it's a very situational question. I've always liked Tomb King's chariots. I feel like they're cheap and they have a really high model count and like can be surprisingly impactful. I like basic Chaos chariots a lot. I'm not a big fan of like high-end chariots like Gore Beast and like White Lion chariots can actually be pretty damn strong. But I like cheap chariots because I feel like for the cost they can be really disruptive just to bring like one. Hey Zyphos, how's it going, man? Yeah. Flayers aren't bad for sure. Yeah, Flayers can do some work. They're pretty good in sustained combat comparatively speaking. I'd have to really like hash it out and discuss it before I just give you an opinion on that. Zyphos in chat saying, do you think bonus first bread has bonus first baguette? you might want to ask him. Yeah. Dude, I'm so hyped for Baldur's Gate 3. Absolutely. I'll cover the hell out of that on this channel. The dwarf chariot would be the best. Kolek riding a chariot. Chaos already has like Marauders, Chieftains on chariots, or yeah, I don't know. Archeon could ride a chariot. I mean, modders can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You could put like Archeon on a freaking chariot. Scourge Hunters are good, although lately I've been feeling like Scourge Hunters are a little bit overhyped. I don't know what it is. Like, I find that they, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just spoiled. Yeah, Gorst, you could give Gorst a speed buff. He would be the chariot for the vampires, yeah. Volkmar, 100%. Letting Gorst ride a black coach. No, Gorst would just take his brothers. They would just pull him. Dov likes the war wagons. War wagons are pretty badass, dude. I'm coming around on those. This is the best FFA map though, hands down. It's so good. Steph van der Velden. Hey, Turin, love the tournaments, especially the new formats like FFA, Giant Funds, streaming every day. Yes, please. Keep up the good work. And greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, man. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're not having an apocalyptic time in the land you live in. Like we are here in California. Thank you so much for your donation, dude. Norskin chariots come with anti-Italian Spartacus. Dude, they do. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite memories of all time in Warhammer, was playing a head-to-head game with Italian Spartacus where I used Sirtha. I was playing dwarves, but I basically controlled Sirtha X army to destroy Italian Spartacus. It was probably my favorite moment, one of my favorite moments in all of doing YouTube. And it's a shame too, because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anything will ever be as good again. Slaneshi, thank you. I'm waiting for the Exalted Seeker chariots. Yeah, dude, there's going to be some really cool stuff for the Demons of Slanesh. Absolutely. The Corpse Guard is the best chariot. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, Ali knows. Oh, Geralt of Rivia. There's just a ton of forest fires, unfortunately. California is very dry. And obviously we're going through heat waves, so it's very likely for fires to happen. It's a shame. Can we have an FFA wherever? You know, honestly, yeah, I don't know. If any of you guys are modders, hit me up in Discord. If you're actually skilled at it and we could actually make that chariot race dream happen. Yeah. I will clip that moment. It was so funny. I think I'll make a separate video. Although it was so old now, it seemed pretty random to just re-upload that. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the cityscape and see what's going on. For the greenskins, we got a Blork wall, so it's going to be Black Orcs, Savage Orcs. Oh, Big Chungus is here to biggin. Oh, hell yeah. Throw some boulders. Warzog's dancing up a storm. We got a giant river troll hag, some archers, and Savage Orcs on the flank. Dude, I love Big Chungus. The biggin is so good. And now for the Big Chungus. We got Skeleton Spearman, Skeleton to the Sunset, a Casket of Souls here for Aerocrastic with Katep. Sepulchral Stalkers. He's got the Arrow Titan. Oh, yeah, dude. Are we going to see a Titan fighting against the Rogue Idol? Dude, that is why we... This is what we signed up for. This is what we signed up for. This is glorious stuff indeed. Yeah. Dude, that was so fun. Oh, my God. That head-to-head campaign. It's like the Foo Fighters in Everlong. Will anything ever be this good again? Well, I don't know. Star Chamber Guardians here for Felcon, going for laser dinos. He does also... Oh, Lord Croak! Oh, hell yeah. Look at Lord Croak, dudes. This is hyped. This is hyped. And we also have a Rev Crystal in the back. A bunch of Pterodons. Oh, Tic-Tac-Toe and an Air Force. Dude, they are spoiling us this game. Spoiling us this game. Tic-Tac-Toe with the Pterodon Air Force. We got Croak up in this hoe. Let's see what the Skaven got. We got some Ogres. We got Council Guard. We got a Deathmaster Snakich, Helpet Abomination, the Wheel of Doom. A lot of fun units all across the board. Your name is a bunch of random letters and symbols, but he says, love the stream and videos. Mostly play Dota 2 as a competitive game in Total War's campaign. Started playing and occasionally winning quick battles. Dude, it's fun, isn't it, man? Just get in there, you know, rip a couple battles here and there. It's a good time. Yeah. The only thing this battle's missing, I think, is a Dread Saurian. Did I miss a Dread Saurian here? I don't think he has one. No. He has the Thunderous one. Yeah. Let's actually stay positive. I know. Maybe when the DLC comes out, I can get Italian Spartacus to do another head-to-head. He's very focused on other games right now. Like, he's doing Crusader Kings and Mountain Blade. But, yeah, maybe we'll lure him back to the dark side with a glorious DLC head-to-head. Yeah, so we will see. So, Falcon's Tic-Tac-Toe Air Force is coming for that booty, and Skaven don't have any anti-air except for the Skaven Slave Slingers, which I think Falcon is going to be able to deal with. So this is, like, Falcon right now is seeing, like, gold in his eyes. He's just, like, sees this Skaven army with, like, no anti-air, no Rattling Gunners, no Jezzails, nothing in that respect. And, yeah, he's coming for blood. He's going to be dropping rocks probably on these Skaven Slave Slingers and just trying to focus those guys down, because then he can basically just sit on top of the Skaven. Oh, he's going to drop rock. He's going to drop rock the Council Guard. Oh, the devastation! Oh, poor Black Phillip! Just getting bombarded. You can see here his freaking Council Guard just take a ton of HP damage. Not so many models, but yeah, that's a really, really painful start for the Skaven. And yeah, Skaven Slave Slingers can, you know, pelt them down over time, but oh, those poor Council Guard. There's probably more rocks too. They're so tightly packed. They're so tightly packed. Alex, tips for getting into Total War Warhammer multiplayer? Yeah, join one of our Discord communities and get some games in the looking to practice section. Just have some fun, shoot the shit. We got a ton of great people. And, you know, obviously if you're feeling a little bit spicy, you can jump on and do some quick battles. But my recommendation would be to watch, you know, all these different, you know, content creators we have in the community. There's so many great folks out there. And, you know, kind of observe and, you know, you can mimic some of the plays and add your own spice and then get some battles with some cool people, man. So, here comes Lord Crocomus. The lizards are going to be engaging here against the forces of the Skaven. Falcon certainly got some brutal damage right out of the gates, and Tic-Tac-Toe lurks in the shadows. As far as the other fighting goes, the Tomb Kings, oh my god, he has the double Titan. I didn't see that. The two Titans are making their way across, but they're very slow. And the Greenskins are kind of just camping here, honestly. I'm not really sure what the Greenskins are doing. You can see they're just hanging out. Big Chungus is throwing boulders over at the Tomb King's army. Is it going to make contact? Oh, yes it is. And he picks off a couple skeleton warriors. It's pretty funny. But as far as this fighting goes, this is certainly the most pitched fight, so we'll focus on this bad boy for now. Tic-Tac-Toe and company. I think they're just throwing their poison darts here at the Council Guard, trying to pick off those very durable Skaven units. And now Lord Croak is here. He hasn't got too many kills yet, if any. I don't think he's even used them. I think he's going to use a bombardment here on the Council Guard in a moment. Maybe Falcon is waiting for them to get engaged, but the Helpet Abomination is fighting Thunderous One. Tic-Tac-Toe's Air Force is just gooning Deathmaster and going after some of these ogres and certainly causing some good disruption, but You haven't really seen too much action here from Croak Daddy. Thunderous One plowing that front line. Council Guard, Star Chamber Guardians are fighting against the Wheel of Doom here in the back. Wheel of Doom, quite scary. And Croak is basically just fighting in melee. Looks like he's ripped a couple kills here and there, but for the most part, it's a little bit of a scrappy fight. Looking across the map, Casket of Souls is just blasting the Greenskins, and it looks like Arrow is forming up to do battle against this Greenskin army. Oh my god, how many ranks is he at? Oh my god, these Titans are gold chevrons. I did not notice this. Oh my god. And yeah, the Greenskins are advancing, but this is going to be so freaking bad for the Greenskins. Like, this Greenskin army, if it takes a head-on fight, is going to get massacred by the Sepulchral Stalkers and by the Titans. And, dude, the Casket is just, like, ripping the Black Orcs and Savage Orcs apart. We'll get back to that battle in a moment. But now over here, still really the epicenter of combat. Falcon and Black Phillip in a scrap of scraps, and it's a relatively even fight to an extent. The little dudes, the Clan Rats here, getting some nice poke up in the sky. Helpet Abomination has been able to do some pretty heavy damage against Croak, and you can see Black Phillip is scrapping his way back in the points, but it seems like Falcon's still slightly ahead, and of course the gooning potential of Falcon's Air Force and Tic Tac are second to none. And although this is really bad, yeah, Deathmaster actually got sniped, it looks like. Maybe Tic Tac Toe came in and actually was able to get some punch. It looks like it. Tic Tac Toe came down from the heavens and was able to get some good punch there on the Deathmaster. And now looking back at the battle on the other side, we do have the frontline engagement going on. Savage Orcs going to be charging in to Skeleton Warriors, but Aerocrastic is pulling them back and kiting. And the two Titans are going to be dropping the base here and going after your boy, Black Orcs. You will see. Yep. Savage Orc Biggins broken down by the Casket of Souls. Sepulchral Stalkers lurking in the back. Those things are going to be super nasty. I don't know why the Titans aren't going after Black Orcs. It looks like they're making their way over here to intercept this big pocket and just leaving these Black Orcs to grind through some Skeleton Spearmen. Big Chungus is marching here, but I think he's going to be a little bit late to the battle. That is for sure. And here comes the dreaded Double Titan. They are going to be stomping, and yeah, you can see immediately the Savage Orcs are just running. The laser eyes will come to bear, and their giant sensors or scales or whatever those things are will certainly do some clubbing, as the Orcs are pretty much just trampled by two of these Titans. They're literally just marching over them and just trampling them down. That's so funny. Getting a huge terror route. And now the Pimp Canes of the Gods are going to be coming down. Warzog definitely needs to get involved because this Greenskin army is getting pounded to dust by these big old Titans. Now back here, Falcon is getting some good points. Something to consider too is that if Falcon is able to win this battle quickly, and it looks like he has, Aerocrastic could be flanked by Falcon's forces. So the Thunderous One here, the Rev Crystal. Croak is almost dead, actually. Look at this. Croak almost actually fell to the onslaught of the Skaven, but the last of the Council Guard. Look at Croak. What a pimp. Just blasting these guys, doing some fat damage. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for the Clan Rats, and it seems like the Skaven have more or less been forced off the edge of the battlefield. Tic Tac Toe was able to assassinate the Deathmaster Snickich, but at what cost? A lot of damage was taken on both sides here. Tic Tac Toe is heavily damaged. This army in general for Falcon is very heavily damaged. It looks like he almost used no magic, though. No magic whatsoever. Now back here, the Titans are, of course, just dropping the base and certainly dropping some huge damage here on the Savage Orcs. But yeah, the thing is, Falcon's going to get here, and Falcon will probably try and backdoor Aerocrastic and help the Orcs, because then that will be really help accentuate his victory, right? Yeah, Titans with their laser eyes able to melt the Savage Orcs pretty easily. Black Orcs are also getting worn down. You can see the Sepulchral Stalkers are engaged in melee combat against Black Orcs. Kind of being used like, you know, new Shopty type units. They do have AP in melee, so charging into the back of the Black Orc is going to be pretty impactful. There are some Orc Archers still shooting, but the Caskets are slowly wearing those guys down, so you can see the Savage Orc Air Boys here in the distance are being pounded pretty good. Debiggin, Big Chungus here, continuing to throw his boulders, but that Greenskin army got buckled super hard. Arrow didn't get so many points, though. Yeah, Black Phillip completely eliminated. Falcon just with a methodical annihilation of Black Phillip. But dude, Falcon's army is in tatters. Like, that is a beat-ass army right there. I mean, all the flyers, the dinosaurs are all like half health, give or take. I mean, I guess Thunderous One is okay. Yeah, hard to say. I've never done a Dark Elf Let's Play on the channel with the exception of my head-to-head campaign with King of the Dead Frostlight. I played a head-to-head where I played Lokir Felhard against his Vampire Coast. And I loved it. That was like one of my favorite campaigns I've ever played. Lokir is so fun. Casket is now switching its sights, which is smart. Arrow is going to be using its ammo to try and rout the advancing Lizardmen, and it looks like he's going to be going after the Skink Skirmishers and some of the Chaff. Trying to get some points where he can. Arrow, of course, still has those two Titans, which are going to be super tough to take down. Kotep is running low on ammo, though, and, you know, Kotep isn't going to be a huge breadwinner when he's out of ammo. Tic-Tac-Toe's coming. Oh, and it looks like Croak is going to be dropping a bomb here. That's going to get some fat points. Look at Falcon's scores. This bomb does go off. Boom! 500 points right there as he nukes those Black Orcs and Skeleton Spearmen. I really do think it's going to come down to a final battle between Falcon and Arrow here with a little bit of harass going on from the Greenskins. Here, the Tic-Tac-Toe Air Squad is basically just sniping and farming Wurzag for points, looking for loose Savage Orcs to potentially farm. Big Chungus is still fighting here. But, yeah, it's coming, man. Tic-Tac-Toe is actually getting his hands dirty and going after Kotep. We have the duel of the Haggard Lords. Kotep battling against the great Tic-Tac-Toe, the Lord of the Skies, the Master of the Skies. But the Arrow Titans are close by, and you can see they're marching their way back in to protect their Lord and Savior, Aerocrastic. Black Orcs are buckled down as well. Those guys are certainly not in good shape. There's a lot of farming to be had from the big in here. That guy is definitely a lot of points to be farmed because it is a ton of gold. Up in the sky, we have Spirit Leech going down on Tic-Tac-Toe. A lot of people don't know, but Aero Titans do actually have spells. So they can use the Spirit Leech and Shem's Burning Gaze, and it looks like Tic-Tac-Toe is on death's bed. -13, Tic-Tac-Toe might be running for the hills. Sepulchral Stalkers, too, still have a good model count. 8 right here, and it looks like, yeah, we have 5 here. So that's, 13 in total, and those guys are going to be, blasting for sure. Skink Skirmishers from Felcon are coming in, and over here it looks like the Greenskins are having some good engagements as the Pterodon Riders of Felcon are, getting in there. Another Croak Explosion as well onto the Savage Orcs, which is pretty badass. But Felcon, once again, really climbing up pretty heavily on points, and I have to say, Felcon really has picked up the FFA quite well. Like, he knows going after Arrow is going to get him beaten down, so he's going after the low-hanging fruit, the very tattered Greenskins at this point. Granted, Biggin and Giant Red Patrol Hag are no jokes. Those guys are going to be a problem to deal with. Pterodon Riders are fighting Savage Orc Biggins, I believe, and some Savage Orc Arrow Boys in combat, which is going to lead to some damage on them. Aerocrastic advancing, just going after Skinks, and you can see he wants Croak. Sepulchral Stalkers are going to be so brutal here. Arrow's not... Felcon has almost twice his score, actually. Okay, I was looking at the wrong score. Damn, that is going to be a lot to catch. But you have to remember there's a ton of HP on the battlefield. Like, this is so much value. So here come the Stalkers, going to be ripping some shots. Let's watch Aerocrastic's score as they unleash their first salvos. Not as much as I thought. It does shoot him up over 7,000, but, Felcon is still getting there, man. He needs to kill Felcon. Like, 100%. Deny Felcon as many points as he possibly can. And he might... I think Arrow's army probably would win in a vacuum. Double Titan, although Kotep is kind of unimpactful at this point. He's saving his ammo here. You can see the last of the Star Chamber Guardians are coming in, but Felcon is very wisely farming the Biggin. The Biggin, like I said, is a cash cow as far as points. So farming this bad boy is just super strong. Although Biggin is punching back and doing some damage against the Thunderous one. And here, of course, the Sepulchral Stalkers are shooting. I do not know what the hell is happening. What is this? Is this... What the hell is this? Toggle unit speed, toggle... Okay, I have no idea what just happened there, but that's a really strange thing. Why am I being given... Okay, I don't want to click withdraw because I don't know if it's going to, like... Okay. It, like, toggled the groups. Okay, let's see if that does that. It must be an FFA bug. Yeah, that's very strange. Well, we can still see most of the action, but yeah, it's a very strange thing. Anyways, the Biggin is now battling... Dude, we have a 3-way Royal Rumble. We have the Titan, we have the Biggin pimp-slapping a giant frog here. But the Double Titan is going to be able to squash, the Laser Eyes, trying to zap the feet of the Rogue Idol. Dude, look at this fight here. There's a levitating Space Toad. There's these Titans shooting lasers out of their eyes. There's a giant rock beast fighting. It's a pretty wild engagement here, but let's go ahead and take a look at the HP. Oh my god, the Rogue Idol just got freaking melted by those 2 Titans. That was a ton of HP damage. And Aerocrastic pulls within striking range here of Felcon. And now he's going to be going after... Yeah, Kotep's getting in there, and he's got Croak. He's got the Bastillodon here, and obviously Aerocrastic is cleaning up the Star Chamber Guardians. Oh man, but Felcon has so many points. Is it going to be enough? Is it? You can see Croak is trying to run. If there's any Greenskins left, what Felcon's doing right here is he's running Croak to the Greenskins to hope that the Greenskins will take him out, to deny Aerocrastic points, which is very, very smart. Yeah. The arrow in the bottom right can minimize it again? Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's weird. Thank you for pointing that out. We got it. We're good. But yes, the Titan is, they're slow. And yeah, dude, Felcon's so clever by running away from Arrow and giving the points to the Greenskins, who he knows can't beat him. Bonus first bread is very, very low on points, but Wurzag and the River Troll Hag will happily fight this. Yeah, she's got her giant sack of meat, and she's doing some fat damage. And, yeah, Felcon still has a bunch of annoying units. Oh, Tic-Tac-Toe's back! He's still alive, 334 HP. The boys are back in town. And yes, the Greenskins have been squashed here. It looks like a Brain Buster going down. Oh, Foot of Gork! And the Foot of Gork squashes the freaking Pterodon Riders and the Skinks. Aerocrastic's Sepulchral Stalkers will be getting in there to clean up the scraps, but most of the goodies have been claimed. The Greenskins trolling there in the 4th quarter. And now the Bastillodon has been caught by Aerocrastic. Looks like the 2 Titans are going to be laser-eyeing and slapping it with their giant bells. Or scales, or whatever those things are. And, you know, Arrow is going to be the last man standing, guys, but I don't think he's going to get enough points to win. I think Falcon was able to kind of bounce around the battlefield and win his battle quicker with a rush. And then he was able to rotate over and also farm points from this battle, right? So it kind of got him... He dipped in the pot. I hear something in the kitchen flying around. But the Thunderous one is shattered. The Basilodon is shattered also. The Double Titans. That's the thing. Titans are so slow, right? They can't, like, bounce around and get points as well as Falcon can. We have a duel of duels here. Wurzag running on foot. Getting ready to engage. I mean, 16,000 points, dudes. That is a lot to catch up on. Arrow's army is very healthy, but it's also more of it's a slow army. There wasn't anything to really bounce over. And yeah, he took his initial engagement much later. Tic-Tac-Toe gets broken over there in the distance by what appears to be some Black Orcs that are still fighting. We have the Colossal Duel of Duels. We have two haggard wizards doing battle here. Croak's an animate corpse battling the Dancing Man. Aerocrastic's going to be getting in there with his Sepulchral Stalkers and farming what points he can. Croak has a fair amount of HP, and so does Wurzag, but yeah, I don't know. He'll get 2,000 something points. He certainly got Tic-Tac-Toes in my kitchen. No, that's Lady Turin. She's probably organizing some stuff or something or other. But yeah, Croak was able to get some good kills. He's up to 234 this game. Stalkers will take him out here. And here it comes. 111. The Titan is going to come smash the Toad, I think. We'll give him the coup de grace, the death blow here. Lower Croak down to 30. Let's watch this giant haggard Toad get popped, and down he goes. No more will he terrorize the old world. In the meantime, the Arrow Titan's going to be turning around, going after the giant River Troll Hag. Bonus for his bread is still alive somehow. I don't know what he has on the map. I'm looking around. And yeah, I think the giant River Troll Hag is just going to get annihilated by the two Titans. I don't know why I have Deathmaster's portrait. I think it gave me like Black Phillip's army for some reason. Very, very strange stuff. It's blocking my unit cards, damn it. Look at this. Falcon even in the fourth quarter dropping rocks. Oh my god, he dropped rocks on top of the Titans. That's so haggard, Jesus. Just saving those for the last minute style points. Dude, up to 17-6 right now. Yeah, the Titans, there's nothing that can kill them, but I don't think they're going to get enough points. Before the tournament, I told Falcon that it was a $25 cash prize, and he excitedly told me that if he wins, he'll buy himself some pizza, or buy pizza for one of his friends and order it to their house. And that is going to be a victory, 100% for Falcon. 17,000 points. A very close FFA tournament, though. We had a close scrap there. Went 2-2. Aerocrastic won 2 games. Falcon won 2, and then the last one, of course, will be won here by the Lizard Army. There's just no way. The giant River Troll Hag making her valiant last stand. I don't know what she's doing. What are these guys even hitting? Was there like some loose orcs down there? I think they're doing like a ceremonial duel. You just have the Kotep dueling the giant River Troll Hag. Oh my god, it's so trollish. Okay, they're probably just having fun with each other now. They're in Discord together, so. The rock drops on SEMs, I know. Doesn't get much more stylish than that. So the River Troll Hag is just running in circles right now. She's pretty close to breaking. She's at like 1 leadership. Yeah, Stalkers are coming in for the death blow. And now she's running for her life. Stalkers are faster than her, I think. So that should break her. And that is going to be it. That is going to conclude our FFA stream. Thank you so much, Semos Gisor. Thank you for all the hours of entertainment. Keep up the good work. I will. Thank you so much. And there you have it, guys. Falcon will claim victory. Aerocrastic did get the last man standing points, but it was not enough to close the distance there. So the dreaded Croak Tic-Tac-Toe build was apparently too strong to handle. And yes, that is going to be victory. So let us go to our scoreboard for today. The high quality FFA scoreboard I've made. Yes, look at that. Tremble and despair, mortals, before my graphic design skills. So, Falcon and Aerocrastic vying for that first place spot. GG, well played to everyone, to Poison Ducky, to Black Phillip, Aerocrastic, and Falcon. A very narrow victory there. Certainly a good scrap across the board. But that's going to be it. Falcon will be winning the $25 cash prize for today's tournament. And yeah, thank you guys for joining. And it's a nice quick stream. I can rest my hands and hang out with my lovely wife. And yeah. No,
I'm angry with you.
Oh, she's angry with me, I guess. Okay. So nonetheless, I'm going to go hang out with her, regardless of her anger. Yes. Dobrze. But guys, thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed that stream. Certainly quite a bit of fun. FFA is a bit of a strange format, but if you enjoyed it, please do drop a like on the way out. It does mean a lot. Thank you to the mods, of course, as always, for helping out on the stream. And thank you guys for your donations again. There was a bunch of very generous donations as always. And, you're keeping the Turin family afloat. So thank you guys for your support. And no stream tomorrow, probably. I might take tomorrow off and just take it easy. Probably Monday or Tuesday we'll have something, but we'll get something going soon. Yes, 4 years in university, and these are the skills I've come out with. This glorious Microsoft Paint graphic design. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. If one of the mods could drop a link to Discord on the way out. I think she's purposely crinkling the bags very loud. I can't tell. All right, so let's get the Discord link here. There you go. So here's a link to the Discord. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. There's a link to the Discord for any of you guys who want to get involved in this type of thing. But until next time, you guys take care. Avoid your own apocalypses around the world. And yeah, enjoy your Saturday nights. Cheers, my friends.